All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Halftime Hacks, everybody. Halftime, clap your hands. Get excited. We got hundreds of thousands of people here once again. Hundreds of thousands, guys.
The energy is amazing.
It's hard to, I know, it's amazing how we start the show. Welcome. The football game has just kicked off. My name is Adam. I am your host of Halftime Hacks, which is a combination of, I feel like we shouldn't say Kill Tony. We'll call it KT. We'll call it Open Mic Advice. I don't know. I need to come up with a name because I keep referencing Kill Tony all the time. Sports related. We're watching the game. We're giving updates, talking football, gambling, talk to you guys. And the comedy. We're going to talk to you guys about your comedy experience and all that. We're here at Grand Comedy Club in Escondido, California.
Yeah.
I have two regulars here. I have Jeff Groomed here. And clap it up for Jeff, everybody. We got Jeff here.
Woo!
And we have Josh Nelson here, who's a regular. Clap it up for Josh.
Josh Nelson.
Josh is actually featuring for Amir K this weekend here.
Tomorrow.
It's pretty funny. Amir called me an hour ago to check on ticket sales, and he says, he goes, I got Bobby, and who else? I go, I think Josh.
No, he asked for like 3 months ago.
I was laughing so hard because he's the one that said, I already got Josh coming. Don't book anybody else. I'm like, okay. So so it was funny. He didn't remember
Amir's an idiot.
Yeah, Amir is an idiot. Well, I'll tell that story later. So anyway, point of the show, I don't even know if I told you guys much, but it is kind of taking three awesome things, putting them together. We've been doing it. This is probably our sixth one. We're going to talk some comedy. We're going to talk some sports. We're going to have draw some names here in a little bit. Ramses is clap it up for Ramses Garcia, our co-producer out there, doing his job, collecting names to do the 3 minutes. We give 3 minutes. Ramses lights you about 2 minutes. The camera for YouTube's right back there. The timer is there. You can see where you're at. If you run the light, Ramses will play you off with one of our songs from the internet that we don't have to pay any license fees for. We got these new Happy Dads. Did you try that yet, Josh?
No.
I'm trying to get them to sponsor the pod. So I like the Happy Dads. They're lower sugar. You like them too?
I do. Yeah, I should have gotten that. Yeah.
The grape is delicious. They're all pretty good. They're lower sugar than like some of the White Claws and stuff.
Nice. Watching
Tastes
the figure.
like Dimetapp.
Yeah, that's good though, right?
Remember Dimetapp?
Yeah, cough medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tastes exactly like it.
What do you like? Grape
It
soda?
sound good though.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I like it. They had
I'm trying to get them to sponsor, so I'm not going to shit on it.
No. Well, they don't know. They don't know yet. I was like,
until they sponsor it.
Drink Happy Dad. The banana flavor was great. They stopped making it, but that was one of my favorites, and I don't even like actual bananas.
Yeah, of course.
So that's why it's good. So to start it off tonight, we'll first of all we have the Buffalo Bills 7-3 at the 5-5 Houston Texans. Playing in the Dome there in Houston. Have you guys been to Houston? Have you done any shows in Houston, either one of you guys?
No, I have not.
Yeah, I've been out there, not for shows, but I've been out to Houston before. Love
Been
it.
to Houston?
Yeah.
Just visit?
Cool time. Visiting,
Yeah.
hit the strip club, tear it up a little bit.
Mic Drop has a club in San Antonio now?
Plano, yeah. Plano, Texas.
Is that anywhere near? I don't know where
It's
Plano is.
No, not at all. It's probably like 2, 3, maybe even 4 hour drive.
it near
something like
Dallas?
that. It's near Dallas,
Okay.
yeah.
It's near Dallas. Okay, yeah, I saw
a little
they.
far from Houston.
I don't even know where Houston is, to be honest. I know it's in Texas, but I don't know where on the map.
It's east, I believe. My daughter had a softball tournament before she went to college.
Is it close to the water or no?
I think it's down.
The Gulf of America.
Yeah, the Gulf,
yeah.
not too far. I know this though. We drove through there. We drove through there on the way from her tournament at Texas A&M or somewhere to go to New Orleans, and I knew not to stop in Houston because I watched First 48 a lot, and a lot of people die on the freeway there. Like they're like, this is how it starts. So I did not pull over.
It's not like Escondido. That is for
No,
sure.
yeah, it's kind of the same. So anyway, we got the game going. How about we start with this, just because we'll talk a little sports before we get into it. Jeff, who are your teams? Are you a big sports guy? We've had people on that are literally no sports at all. Like don't care, don't know anything about it. Some people are huge Philadelphia Eagles fans. They win the stories. Who do you have any certain teams? What do you watch?
Yeah, I'm a big Washington guy. So all the Washington teams, the Commanders. I've been cheering for them since they were the Redskins. So we go back. The Nationals. I used to live back there, so I would go to the games. The Capitals, the Wizards.
So you're into it all.
I'm into it all, but I'm not the type where, like, if my team loses, it ruins my day. Like, I'm still going to be able to live my life.
Smart. That means you don't gamble.
I
You don't gamble.
No, I
then.
do not gamble. I don't gamble, but I'm a big Washington fan.
So out of all those sports, are you most into football, baseball? Which one?
Football and basketball, for sure.
Basketball.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this should be a good game right here, though. I like Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo's 7-3 at Houston.
It's going to be a blowout.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
so
didn't look.
too.
Usually, I look at the spreads. I just got back from Vegas yesterday, so I'm super tired.
Houston has no quarterback.
Houston doesn't. I thought. Oh, is he out hurt?
Stroud's hurt. This Davis Mills kid's he's
okay.
all right. But
Yeah. A lot of quarterbacks out right now. C.J. Stroud's out there. A bunch of them are out.
yeah.
Okay, so they're toast because their quarterback's out. Where's
I
Mills?
mean, I
Where
think
did Mills
so,
play?
But they won 2 games with him, so who knows? But
Really?
yeah,
Who'd
Got
they
lucky.
play?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Somebody shitty.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was in Vegas. I went to the Monday night Cowboys Raiders games.
that's
Raiders
dope.
game on Monday. Our John Gillis, my buddy who you've met before,
Uh-huh.
has season tickets for some reason for the Raiders, even though
Nice.
he lives here in Carlsbad. And so we went on Monday, and then Tuesday I saw there was a Knights game, so we stayed an extra night.
I heard those are fun.
It was a blast.
That's
They
what I
make it
heard.
like a big show. It's Vegas, right? Even the Raiders game was like that too.
Yeah,
Nelly
that
Nelly
was-
played at halftime on the stage
That's
right above
crazy.
us.
That's crazy.
But
How was the stadium?
It's cool. Yeah, it's like the LA one where the Chargers and Rams play. It's new and nice. But Gillis goes, there's always a cool halftime, somebody big. And I said, all right, who? And he said, I just looked. It's Nelly. And I was like, oh, we got to watch Nelly, right? We're old. We love Nelly. So it was fun. I had no dog. It's fun you go into a game when you don't have a dog in the fight. Like
Right.
Raiders fans talking shit. A lot more Cowboys fans there. That's the whole thing about the Vegas Raiders is everyone from the opposing team flies in and just
Well,
takes
they also
over.
suck.
That too.
I mean, when you suck, teams don't. Nobody wants to go to the games.
It's true.
But yeah,
But they're all wearing jerseys and they're all yelling Raiders,
Yeah.
The ones that
did
were
you see
there.
any fights? Like, were there any crazy fights?
No,
or anything?
No,
I thought it was going to be
because they
worse.
suck.
Yeah,
There's nothing
yeah.
to. They already know they're going to lose.
No one's
so
going to
there's
fight for a team
no,
that sucks
no.
that bad. No, but a lot of Cowboys fans. There were a lot of kind of rowdy Cowboys fans too. So they were going back and forth a little bit. But it was fun to see the stadium. At the end of the third quarter, I was like, let's go. And then I looked to who was doing comedy there, people we know. And Alonzo Bowden was at the Comedy Cellar. And I was like, we go here. And then Jason Collins was at Brad Garrett's. I'm like, we pop over here. And then Brett Ernst was at the game. So Brett was just here at this club 2 weeks ago. So I ended up hanging out with Brett at halftime. Then we went out gambling after. And then after the Knights game, we went to hang out with Jason Collins. He said to say hi. And we stayed out late. Some country bar within the MGM. I don't know, it was too late on a Tuesday night. We're just like, that's why I'm tore up right now. Like, just tired, dude. I'm too old. I didn't even party that hard. Like, no hard alcohol. Maybe one shot. What Jason Collins made us do one shot.
Okay.
But like, just like White Claws and beers. And I'm just too old to
Yeah,
like
but
function.
20 of them.
Yeah. Oh, 20.
Right there,
Yeah,
see,
20
yeah.
every 3 hours. Yeah.
We're all like, I only had beers. Yeah, you had 24 of them. So yeah,
I know.
that's-
But remember, like,
that's-
even 10 years ago, you'd be like, I'm fine. I don't know,
Yeah.
like, whatever.
Yeah, 20 beer, that's a light night.
Not
Yep.
anymore. Not anymore. I'm just beat down. My wife's like, are you okay? I'm like, I think I have COVID. I don't know what's wrong with me. So I need to get that testosterone shot again or something. Go get some
That would be the
HGH.
trick. By the way, do we have a lot of football fans? Are you guys football fans? We got some football fans out here?
No.
Couple? All right, we got a
All
few.
right,
Some
there we
do
go.
some football jokes. That's why I usually clarify the rules and stuff because some people, one chick 2 weeks ago was doing all sports jokes. She thought halftime hacks it had to be sports. We're like, no, man, do your
Creative.
best 3 minutes. We want to see your best. And then we have some people that switch it up. We've had people come up every week and change up their sets, which takes balls when you're kind of a newer comic, right? Like,
Hell yeah.
I had barely 3 minutes or whatever when I started, but some people change it up and do different material, which was big balls to do that. So we'll probably see some of the regulars too. They also do the Sunday mic, a lot of them too, which is good. So teams, Josh, I think I know this. You and I have been, we went to one of the best Padre games I've ever been to in my life, probably one of the best two. I was
Yeah.
there with you in a suite with the wine rep,
Yeah.
the wine company that you work for or whatever, or somebody
Yeah.
that was trying to help you out. Who are your teams? Why?
Padres, just because I'm from here, that's the only one we got, and that's my diehard team. You were saying doesn't ruin your day. When they lose, it ruins my day. Like even if it's like game 12, I'm fucking psycho. Yeah, we went to the playoff game where they beat the Dodgers for the first time in the playoffs for a long time. And it was raining and we were losing and we came back and won. It was like the greatest day ever.
And Sandy Koufax was 2 suites
Yeah,
over.
Sandy
We were
Koufax
gonna
was
boo his ass.
We were talking shit to him in a booth next to us. What a legend, and we were just like booing him.
Well, no, we joked that we were going to, and then people are, you can't do. We're like, let's fucking yell at Sandy Koufax, and he and I are just, and then these people in our suite are like, you can't mess. We're like, we're just kidding. We're not gonna fuck with Sandy Koufax.
How did he react? Was he cool? Or was it
I mean, he didn't hear us.
Yeah,
We
he's
were- we
like
were
100
quietly
years
talking
old. He was
shit.
facing the wrong way, just going. He
Also,
wasn't
that was the
watching
greatest
game.
game ever because there were no Dodgers fans there because they couldn't get the tickets because it was the zip code thing.
That's
yeah.
right.
So it was all Padres fans, which was a lot of fun. And then My other teams I don't even want to talk about. I'm a Raiders fan, and that's been brutal for 20 years.
Wait. Were you always a Raiders fan, or when the Chargers left?
No. This is when I was 6 years old. My uncle was from Oakland, and we'd watch the football games, and my cousins were all Raider fans, and so I just liked whatever they liked. And then they were good. It was like,
so they're prisoners. They're ex-cons.
It was like
then?
'84 when they won the Super Bowl, and so I liked them. And then they sucked for 20 years, and it was like you can't leave them when they suck. And so I just stuck with them ever since, and it's been brutal.
So never Chargers for you.
Never Chargers. I hated them, and when they moved, I really hated them. And then, my whole family's all Charger fans. They were brutal to me when we would lose because the Raiders lost like 12 in a row to the Chargers or something like that.
That's painful.
So they would just destroy me, but I wasn't changing teams. And then I'm a Lakers fan. And then,
Lakers?
Lakers, yeah.
All right.
But we got no basketball team, so what else are you going to do?
Well, I am a little older than you. I went to Clippers games when they were here. I remember Bill Walton. I remember being a kid on the floor and seeing Bill Walton, who's 7'1" or whatever.
Throwback right there.
And just going, holy fuck. Yeah, he sat San Diego State National Championship 3 years ago in Houston. He sat Kevin O'Connell, the head coach from the Vikings, was 3 years ahead of me. My son kept texting me, get a picture with O'Connell. He played in La Costa, Pop Warner, and at La Costa Canyon, and then went to San Diego State. And then Bill Walton was on the end. And he's so tall. He had a great. We took pictures of his elbow. He had some fucking thing going on his elbow that I can't even explain. Imagine like this blue thing on my elbow hanging out. It was really odd. So thank you.
I got a question. So you're a Clippers fan?
So yeah, I claim that. Plus Kawhi Leonard. So I never really had a team. It was kind of like whatever. They left, whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then Kawhi goes there, and I'm obviously a big Kawhi guy. San Diego State days. So the last 10 years, I'd say. I root for Kawhi's team all the time, and then Clippers now.
So Clippers left, and you're a Clippers fan, but Chargers left, and
I'm
but
from
you were
Wisconsin.
never a Chargers fan.
I'm a Packers fan.
Wisconsin,
I'm from
that's right.
Wisconsin, so I kept them when we moved here when I was young. I kept that allegiance. I went
Chargers-
to the Super Bowl. I went to the Super Bowl to see the Packers win 15 years ago.
That's dope.
The Chargers made it so easy to hate because they talked about leaving for like 5 years. And so I remember going to the games, and it was all the opposing teams, and like it would be all Steelers fans or every other team.
Yeah.
And then when they finally left, everyone's like, "Fucking finally!" Like
Yeah.
you've been talking about it for 5 years.
Well, that's what happens in Vegas. So I mean, that's their business model, though.
Yeah.
Like the Browns, they play the Browns this week, and it's going to be fucking Cleveland, and the Browns are terrible.
Yeah.
They all want to get out of their shitty,
Of
snowy
course.
town.
If you're
They're
in
all
Vegas, you go visit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
if
you-
you're
are
in
you guys-
Cleveland, get out of the snow and go to Vegas. So
Makes
yeah, I
sense.
get it.
Are you guys more college or professional sports? Which you watch more?
I probably watch more pro, I would say.
College has lost me. I can't, the NIL and transfer stuff, I
Fair
can't
point.
do it anymore. I used to get attached to teams,
Yeah.
and I was a USC fan and Colorado State, and they all leave everywhere, and so none of the guys are, if your guy plays good on your team, he transferred to a bigger school, so I just
Absolutely.
can't. I don't follow it anymore. I do like SDSU basketball, though. That's the only thing.
So I sold you saw they lost in double overtime.
No, I
I
didn't.
sold my tickets they played Troy. I sold my tickets because we were in Vegas, and they lost I was watching during the Knights hockey game. I'm getting texts from everybody on the group chat.
Yeah.
We're going to fucking lose to Troy. So I get my phone out. I find the Mountain West app. I'm watching during the game, and we hit a half-court shot to tie it to send it to overtime. Miles Bird does. Single overtime, double overtime. We lose to Troy, and really bad to lose to them this early in the season. But I mentioned this before. Dutcher comes here to the club. Dutcher was here 2 weeks ago. He's my guy. I had him. Actually, I have a bobblehead of Dutcher over there. I didn't have him sign it. There's a bobblehead of Dutcher by the front. I should have had him sign it. But I did have him sign that ball that I had the team sign or whatever.
That's cool.
I was going to say something about the San Diego State thing. Oh, so we're in Vegas before the Knights game, and we went to New York, New York. There's an Irish pub in there. Hey, let's get a beer here before we go to the game. And the first guy next to us, what's one of the Irish beers that, not Guinness, what's the fucking other one? I don't know.
McDaniels.
Smithwick's. Gillis says, I'm going to get a Smithwick's. And some guy goes, oh, he's not a Smithwick, he's a Smithwick's, he says next to us at the bar. I said, where are you from, Australia? And he goes, fuck you. So he's an Irish guy who's lived in Michigan for 20 years. His son this guy's 5'11", white guy. His son is 6'6". He's a 5-star tight end out of Michigan. And right now he's getting Alabama, Notre Dame, everyone. And they're talking his NIL money. They're talking in the 7 millions.
That's another thing that makes
7
me
million,
so
that's
mad.
crazy.
7 millions. He goes, if my kid comes home with a Ferrari, I don't know why he's British all of a sudden. I don't know how to do the accent. My kid comes home with a Ferrari, I told him I'll burn it, he said. We just started fucking laughing. So
I
anyway.
mean, I get these guys should get paid some money, and I'm not in that world anymore, but millions of dollars, like, set for life because you can play tight end in college, like, that's wild.
BYU's freshman, $7 million. He's from Salt Lake City, and the rich donor didn't want him to leave the area. He was gone, the #1 high school player in the nation last year, and BYU retained him for $7 million.
Makes me angry.
At 18
Don't
years
be a hater.
old,
You're a hater, though, in general.
Not a hater, like, go get what you can get, but it makes me angry. Like, they're going to make
'Cause
more
you're a
than
hater.
I'm
Makes me
ever
angry.
going to make in my life.
Yeah.
They're going to make just because he was a good college player. Like, that's wild.
So my buddy's kid, Troy Hune, plays at Mission Hills here, committed to Penn State. When Penn State's Penn State's coach came here to see him, 6-7 weeks ago,
Okay.
because they were playing UCLA.
Yeah.
They lose to UCLA. They lose the next week. He gets fired. He decommits from Penn State. So last week I texted him because my kid's got a couple offers. He's asking how it's going. No D1 yet.
Okay.
And I said, hey, what are you going to do? I said, have you picked your school yet? He said, we're waiting for all the things to settle because coaches get fired at the end of the season. And I'm sure his NIL money, he was already getting some. He was going to Penn State. But I'm sure that's going to go through the roof now that he's kind of going to re-sign somewhere or whatever.
Right.
So, it's crazy. He's
Also, I hate it for, like, because Colorado State and San Diego State, for, like, the smaller schools, you just can't compete with these other schools. So your guys do good there, and then they leave, and it's just
It's a feeder school. That's what they turn into.
It's like they're
yeah.
just going. It's AAA. Every other school is AAA now, which is fucking bullshit.
we retained Magoon, the 7-footer.
Yeah.
He was going to bail, and we retained him. My buddies who you met, they run the NIL for basketball.
Yeah.
So, like, they won't even tell me. I don't know if it's public knowledge, but I'm like, all right, what'd you guys have to give him? Because he was going to bounce. And next thing you know, it was like 2 weeks went by. He's like, I'm staying at San Diego State. And we're like, yay. And then I was like, what'd you guys have to give him? Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming he got
paid.
400, 500. I mean,
Yeah.
so.
So they're in the pros. Let's just say what it is. It's basically
Semi-pro.
Semi-pro.
yeah.
Without the shorts like Will Ferrell. It's
Also, I
semi-pro.
love how they went from
reference.
nothing, like no money, unless it was like illegal like stuff back in the day, to
Yeah.
all the money. Like they didn't have like a
No
like-
minimum.
Yeah, no minimum. Like
nothing.
just give them all a salary cap. Say every team has 10, 15 million, and you got to use it like that. And
Agreed. There needs to be some kind of more rules. They did change the thing. My son's in Florida. My son flew out, just turned 18, senior high school, flew out today. His buddy pitches at Florida.
Okay.
And first time flying alone today, and the flight was
cool.
delayed. It's funny. He just texted me. He's in Charlotte on a layover. He's like, I'm gonna have to run through the airport to get to the one to go to Florida. But he was gonna get $250,000, $300,000 from USC or something. He played at Hawaii last year, and he was like, oh, and he had 6 no-hit innings against Oregon State, who was 7 in the country. We were there for that. My daughter was playing softball against Hawaii, and he was playing baseball. So he thought he was getting about 253 to go to LSU,
Yeah.
USC, and then they did change the thing to distribute the money. They changed the rule.
Oh, they did. Okay.
So he probably got half. I don't know how much he got, but it's definitely lower than he thought because they did redistribute the rule. They had some kind of they had to make it equal distribution or whatever. So he didn't make as much as he
Interesting. I mean,
thought. But
still 100,
they keep-
150.
I mean, where do you see giving an 18-year-old millions of dollars and it turns out well? That's I don't know. But this is me being old and grumpy. That's it.
you're a hater. You're always
I
been a
am.
hater.
I'm like, no one should have that kind of money.
get off my
18
lawn.
years old. I also know if I was at 18 years old and I had $3-4 million, I wouldn't be alive still. Like I would have partied my ass
great
off and I would be
point, yeah.
dead. So
yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
true. I wouldn't know. Yeah.
Turn into a socialist. Everyone needs the money.
Yeah, spread it out. All right, we're
Whoa,
going to start
let's
this
not go
part
that far.
real quick. I was going to give you guys a sort of resume really quick.
I do
before
want
we
to say
start.
fuck the Dodgers before we start. But
Yeah,
all right.
fuck the Dodgers. I hate them so much. Yeah, let's start real quick. Jeff, how long you been doing comedy? Where did you start? Open mic? What city did you start in? Where did you start? And yeah, just give us some information about that.
Yeah, so I've been 5 years consistently hitting it. Started in San Diego. Nice little bit of Zoom, which was terrible. Got into that. Did that for a while. But then my first mic, because I was bouncing around doing garage shows and underground warehouses and everything. And then Madhouse, hit up Madhouse. That's kind of the home favorite. Had a lot of fun there. And then from there, went over to Mic Drop. And that's the current home club, and I'm just expanding and growing from there, traveling to different states and cities and doing what I can out
And
here.
you're doing some work for Mic Drop. Are you doing some
yeah.
booking? What kind of work?
Yeah,
are you doing?
yeah. So I'm the booking manager for Mic Drop. So I work as kind of like a liaison or facilitator between the operation side of the business, the stand-up side, and the owners. And then I also advocate for different comics in the scene of all levels if they're trying to produce shows or looking for some comedic education or consulting, all that kind of stuff. I can connect people.
And we've mentioned on here multiple times, huge fans. I have no beef. The clubs, well, there's one beef in San Diego. I don't really. But Josh has a bigger beef with that club. But, I mean, I get along with pretty much everybody there. They're homies of mine.
Oh, yeah. Adam,
they signed off on Titus.
Yep.
Titus's agent. We never had Titus here before.
Yep.
And the agent was like, hey, cool, looks good. Let me talk to Hillary and Casey, make sure.
Yeah.
And they came back, texted, and they're like, they said they love you. You guys are friends.
Yeah,
so Titus
man.
was here, sold out. And I was like,
Absolutely.
thanks. I thanked them because
Yeah.
they're awesome. They're all about the – what's the Joe Rogan thing? Boats float, high tide, fucking all.
Yeah,
some
all
weird
that,
shit
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Everybody comes up with it. So they're very positive. And the things in the green room, those velvet things I used to have at Aces Comedy Club, those somehow ended up at Mic Drop.
Yeah, I
And
remember
then
that.
then hit Casey's like, do you want
Yeah.
the old ones that we have? I'm like, yeah, I love them because they're from the old club. And so like 5 of them that are in the green room, Casey gave to me like 6 months ago when we moved
That's
here.
so dope. Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out Mike Drop. And yeah, no, agreed. I mean, the comedy scene, there's so many shows, great comedy, people all around. So it's like, yeah, help each other out, make the scenes better.
Agreed.
And
Not everyone's like that, but
Yeah.
agreed. As Josh would know, we're not going to talk about that. Although we have brought that up, by the way. Your name's been brought up with some of that stuff in the last few, like the old shit from the club downtown.
Oh, yeah.
But we brought that up on here, even talking about some of the weird shit that guy's done. But that's a whole
Yeah.
different story.
I'll
I was there the first
I'll
show.
sit this
You
one
remember the
out.
first show that you produced there? That I was on like on a Wednesday. Me and Brooks did that show with
Yeah,
you.
what, it was like a Halloween show or something like that? We wore costumes or something?
No,
the
I tried to
redneck
book.
show?
I tried to book the headliner, and then Gordon, who was helping him at the time, said, "Oh, he's banned. He didn't. These people are banned from here, but he never told me Patrick was banned." I'm like, I was gonna pay Patrick $100 out of my own pocket.
Yeah.
And then we had to get a headliner like the day before, and there was like 20 people on a Wednesday, and he started yelling at us. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Whatever. I shouldn't have brought
A
it
new
up.
club, and we had like 30 or 40 people there, and it was.
Yeah,
he hates
I got
us.
friends
It was
eating
like,
buffalo wings. He's like, we're gonna cancel the show. I'm like, my friends have already ordered buffalo
Like,
wings
there's
out there.
40 people on a Wednesday. That's pretty good, to
Yeah.
be honest.
We were all
brand new.
proud of it.
really good.
Yeah.
That was funny. So anyway, we don't work at that club anymore, especially Josh. But that was a whole different thing. All right, and then Josh, how long have you been doing comedy? Josh also produces shows, one of the best shows in San Diego, the best free show. What do you call it? The best free show in San Diego?
It was, yeah. It's done now, but
Done?
Yeah, we're done. They went for like 14 years. It was great. It was
Awesome show, yeah.
I've been doing comedy for about 15 years this year, and started that show 14 years ago. It was at Reds, Beechwood, Candies. It's changed 3 times, and we just quit this year.
I can't believe it's done.
Like 3 months ago. Yeah, just people weren't showing up. It just kind of faded out, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
It used to be
So-
packed.
Yeah, it was a great show.
Yeah, and then COVID
Wednesday
happened,
night.
and then tried to bring it back, and then we had to sit out a year for a remodel, and then it just didn't come back after that. And PB's just different. Anyway, like it's, you know, it was the spot to be 10 years ago for the kids, and now, you know, young kids can't live there, they can't afford there, they can't go out as much as they used to, nobody can. So it's just different, just a different makeup. There's 6 comedy clubs, there's 100 shows. There's just a lot of reasons. Just didn't make it, but
I know
it was
the
a good
first-
run.
The first few times I did that show, I remember, because, yeah, this had to be the first times. Probably, like, you were probably doing it maybe a year, if that, when I did it. I remember seeing so many hot chicks
It was
at
insane.
that place
Yeah, PB.
that I literally kind of froze, and I have all, like, dad jokes and just about my kids and whatever. And I remember just, like, panicking a little bit, like, they're not going to understand any of these kids' jokes. They're all, like, 22-year-old hot chicks.
Yeah, it was 130 people every Wednesday night. And
Yep.
It was young and it was fun. Yeah, every
And
week.
you had huge names from LA because it's on a
Yeah.
Wednesday. So on a Wednesday, you had fucking
I mean, Santino did it, Theo Vaughn did it, Michael Costa.
That's
like
crazy.
The lineup is insane.
Yeah,
Just
it was
people
always-
who did it.
it
It was a
was
good
always-
run. It was fun.
I,
It was in Pacific Beach at a place called Reds at the time. Now it's called Beverly Beach Garden. It was changed like 4 times.
Ironically, Pauly Shore used to own that building back when I was at San Diego State.
Still owns the building, but yeah.
He does.
Oh, wow.
In the mid '90s, it was Bugs. Now I think he wanted to be a comedy club, and I don't know if it was for a short time or he made it a sports bar called Bugs for a little bit. And I went there in '93, '94. But I think I don't know. It was a sports bar comedy club, but I don't know if he did much comedy with it ever.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So anyway, bummer. All right.
I just found out real quick
Candies.
before we. I just found out that the original Comedy Store was in Pacific Beach underneath Shore Club.
No way.
Yeah. And now it's like a souvenir shop.
Yeah.
And it was only there for like 6 months. And they used to go out on that boardwalk and bark and try to get people, and Letterman and Leno and Robin Williams and all those guys performed in it. And this
Like
was
Moon Doggies or PB Bar and Grill or whatever that is?
No, this is Short
Right
Club.
under, yeah, right under Short
Right on
Club.
the boardwalk.
Oh, okay.
I was
the
there
corner.
for 6 or 9 months, and then it moved to where it's at now.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was at the store today talking to our friend. I had to, so he's helping me with some ideas. And that building, I said, dude, this place is old. He's all, this place has been here like 50 years or whatever he said.
It was a mechanic shop.
It's
First.
It's a shithole.
Yeah.
I mean, the good news is that they turned the lights down real low so you can't tell. And they did the bathrooms finally a couple years ago. The bathrooms are redone because they were so bad. But you're like, within the daytime, you're
History,
like,
the
Jesus.
history in there, though. You know,
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
that's what gets them.
All right, well, we're going to start this thing off. Again, we got the camera this way, guys. Don't do your jokes facing Jeff and Josh. Do your jokes like you're doing a regular show. I got 3 minutes. Ramses will light you after like 2-ish, just to warn you, but the timer's back there. And then we'll chat a little bit, give you pros, cons. We're usually not mean. If you want to be mean, Josh, I kind of want you to be mean.
I don't want to be mean.
Dude, last week Taryn was here. Taryn was,
Yeah,
and
he's mean.
It was great. I told Vin today, I'm like, it was kind of nice to have
Well,
like,
these guys are like trying shit out. I'm not going to be mean to them.
no, I don't know. It was kind of fun.
I hate that.
I'm not mean, but
If somebody would have been mean to me the first time I did comedy, I probably never would have done it again.
Yeah, that's facts.
well, I did. Our buddy at the Comedy Store called me a bad name with my clip. I told you this. I'm not
What's
gonna,
the story?
I'm not going to repeat it. I was there after about a year in. I was doing open mics and bar shows. Zoltan had some show at some coffee shop. We made $1. I think I have my first $1 framed in my office still.
Nice.
And then I was like, all right, I'm going to go to the Comedy Store and do the open mic. I brought my comedy clipboard that I have, and it was like, nice clipboard, F word. And I was like, what?
Jesus.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. I just smiled and tipped more for my beer, but I was like, I fucking hate this guy. I'm never coming back.
Uh-oh. Sorry, this might change.
Is he dead? It is 6.
Oh yeah, we forgot. There's a game on. Yeah, we gotta.
It is.
How do we
6
do
to
that? We do
3.
the game. I got to listen to you. Got to talk. Listen to
No,
comedy.
we don't
This
do
is a
much of the
lot.
game. I'll be honest, we don't do much of the game.
Okay.
Okay.
It was. First of all, legally,
You
we're
just
not
cheer.
allowed.
You just cheer out
Yeah,
there.
she wants to do the comedy.
Yeah. We give updates, but yeah, we're not allowed to do too much. I think was that Josh Allen that got hurt?
Yeah.
That's why I
Big
stopped
time.
you.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, he did.
That's
he
game
did.
changing right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Real quick, I'll tell mine. I got into comedy. I went to an open mic at the Comedy Store, and I saw them perform, and I was like, I can do this shit. And
I tell people all the time that.
And
say
then
they
I
wanna do it.
literally, my roommate dared me. He's like, no, you can't. And then I wrote jokes for a month, and then I tried it at Winston's, and then it went well, and now I am 15 years later. So you never know what
that's
you're
a
going to
great
get.
point.
You're
Like,
a pretty
yeah.
confident guy, though. I would say. Like
I wasn't at
overall.
the time. I mean, I went, I wrote it word for word. I performed it word for word. One guy said it was funny, and that's probably all I needed to get hooked.
Yeah.
And it was all like hand job jokes and birth control.
So
and
same stuff you're doing
yeah,
now.
same
right?
stuff I'm doing now. I haven't evolved much, but now I know it's funny. So I mean, you never know. You never know what's you know.
We
We
talked
could
about
find the
Winston's.
next Josh Nelson out here.
You never know.
Now he's traveling the world making hundreds of dollars, opening for Jeff Dye.
I got a couple comics I opened for, but yeah.
Amir K.
This weekend. Amir K. Catch him this weekend. He sold out the Comedy Store like 6 shows a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And I said, we're Escondido. He said, let's put the price at like $25, $30. And I'm like, but we're Escondido. Can we go like 20? And he's like, come on, Was. So we did them at here, and I think we're good now. But like as of like a few days ago, the Saturday earlier shows always sell, but like some of the late shows have been a little. But I think we're solid.
Escondido
Yeah.
9:30, dude. Good luck. You know, you got
8:45.
They got to get out.
8:45.
6:30, 8:45. We got to do it
Okay.
early here.
Good times.
All right, we're going to start off the mic portion of the show. How about this? On deck is going to be Aaron Trahan. Is Aaron here? Aaron's right there. All right. And then on deck, but coming to the stage first is going to be Ruben. Is Ruben here? Oh, he's ready to go. He's sitting in the shotgun position. Please get loud for Ruben Mendez.
Ruben.
Here, pass the mic up here, Ruben.
Oh, Ruby, yeah, get on up
Josh
here,
going to
brother.
pass everything up here.
Yeah, you come up here too.
You're up here.
on stage.
We just had it pulled to the side.
Perfect. You got the stand.
You're doing a regular show here. Ruben.
All right.
Good
You
job.
guys can be mean to me, by the way.
All right.
Go for it.
Josh will be.
I'm scared of you, to be honest. So
All
I'm
right.
not gonna be mean to you.
So I'm new to comedy. It's been about 3 months.
3 months. Clap it up.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I like to support every club or open mic I go to. So I'm now $5,000 in debt. My Venmo is just like a who's who of comedy clubs. I did quit vaping, though. Pretty good.
Nice.
I'm saving a lot of money because cigarettes are cheaper at the end of the day. But I really did quit my job in May. I worked at Starbucks in the apocalyptic hellhole that is downtown San Diego. And they were always using drugs in the bathroom, the surrounding community. We would find used needles on the ground and burnt foil. And no matter how many times I asked, they never shared. That's why you're homeless. You don't want to share your drugs. Not cool. But it was a weird job. I'm glad I quit. But it was kind of inspiring to other people. And my friend Kelly, she saw the whole thing go down. She goes, "You're so brave you quit your job. I'm quitting my job too. I can't stand the people I have to be around all day. I don't care about what I do. I'm quitting." And I said, "Kelly, you're a stay-at-home mom. I don't think you can do that. Those kids need help." But yeah, 43, best time to start a career in stand-up comedy, statistically. That's what ChatGPT told me. Actually told me that I was a genius and unique for thinking of it. But at my age, dating is pretty rough. Dating after 40 is like shopping at Ross dressed for less. I don't know if you guys have been there before. So all the leftover stuff goes. You can find a perfect pair of jeans, but there'll be like 15 pockets on it and a strip of rhinestones for no reason. But that's that, dating. Other things happen after 40. You don't have as much energy. And having the energy to go to the gym is not easy. So my trick, and feel free to use this, I just go tomorrow. Works every time, I'm telling you. Just go tomorrow, because you're going to make all the right decisions tomorrow. I got rid of my Xbox, too. I don't think it's necessarily childish, because we waste time in a lot of different ways. But I did get rid of my Xbox because it's, as a grown man, there's better things that I could be doing. But I'll have you know, I stopped World War II at least 500 times during my tenure as an Xbox player. So what have you done? That's what I thought. Anyway, that's my time. Thank you.
All right, clap it up for Ruben Mendez. Stay here, Ruben. Keep the mic handy. We'll ask you some questions and hopefully try to be really mean to you. Josh is going to be a mean guy tonight. 3 months in. Hey, 3 months?
Good job.
Pretty fucking good for 3 months, guys, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty fucking good for 3 months.
Stage presence, the confidence up here, absolutely.
I liked it. The last part, the World War part, I thought there was going to be a flip about like a history something, because I think there's something there that's pretty good.
Yeah.
The punchline wasn't like a bam, bam punchline at the end, but the topic is good. I think you're going to find something nice in that for a big punchline at the end. Guys, anything for Ruben?
Are you going to be mean? I'll be mean. You're bald. And that's, no, just joking. No, I think, it was definitely good. For 3 months, the stage presence, the confidence up here, some of your misdirections that you have throughout, very good too. You can tell, over time you're going to continue to work on those punchlines and, really, really strengthen them. I think the same thing at the end with the Xbox World War II joke. I was thinking a little bit of something relating to like your service and something like that. But overall, I liked it.
Sounds like you are ready for comedy. You just play Xbox and you vape, so you fit right in. The only thing I can tell you is if you're going to have the same energy and monotone throughout, just the writing has to be like that much sharper. But so like the vape joke to the cigarette joke is a good joke. It's very good. But like if you just kind of go with the same tone, you just got to kind of like cut it quicker sort of thing. Where if you kind of sell the fact that you vape, which is insane, like for me, like a 43-year-old vaping is wild. My girlfriend's 40, she vapes, and it blows my mind. I don't understand it. But like, I would build that up, because then the punchline of you smoking cigarettes is funny. Like so you kind of want to just make a drastic change versus, so I vape, I want to quit, so I smoke cigarettes. So just change your energy up and down of what you're doing. And once you're on stage, you'll get that. I know right now your brain's probably thinking of what words you want to say, but that's the one thing, and then...
Yeah, good point. We talked about that. You're training the audience on where to laugh. It is very funny, but you didn't sell it very well. Like, oh, instead I buy cigarettes. And you don't have to be like Rodney Dangerfield, like, hey, and then I buy cigarettes. But you do want to train the audience, like, this is where the funny part is, fuckers, laugh here and sell it in a different way.
I mean, like, even something like, I'm 43, I vape. Like, that's ridiculous. I got to quit. I got to quit. So I just smoke cigarettes now. You know, just something.
It's cheaper.
Just change the tone of it, and that'll set up the setups will help the punchline even more.
You know what we'll do? Josh will do that joke all weekend with Amir here. We'll see how
If
it
you
goes.
want to come,
We'll try it out for
if you
you.
want to come see how that joke works, I'll. No, I'm just kidding.
Josh will buy that joke for $1.
No, I don't vape. I don't vape.
That's
Nope.
funny.
But no,
Be
it was
hilarious.
funny shit, man.
We should have dollar bills and just buy jokes. Out there.
That's what this is. It's just a workshop for us.
Just mining. fucking
Have you ever
out.
performed with this many people on stage before?
Oh, I mean, on
This
stage.
stage or that one?
Just in general, you know. we're all
I've never
saying,
done this before.
All right,
no, no.
You guys keep that in mind. All
Yeah.
right, don't bump into us. All
Very
right.
strange. All right, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. Actually.
All right, one more time for Ruben Mendez, everybody.
Yeah.
Ruben Mendez, good job. 3 months in. So we got Aaron's coming up next. And then on deck is Matty Ice. But for now, coming to the stage, please get loud for Aaron Trahan. Trahan, everybody.
Yeah. So a while back, I met this girl, and she said, I love a good pretzel. Yeah, you know how it is. But being a comedian, I just had to say, have you ever had an evil one? Yeah, they're really twisted. All right, cool. Some of you like that. She didn't like that at all. Yeah, in fact, she got a little salty. Yeah, she started chasing me around her house in a loop. She was yelling at me, and she had my stomach in knots, just like a pretzel. Yeah, it was too bad, you know, 'cause she was hot, just like a pretzel. Yeah, it actually got so bad I had to dip. Yeah, but, you know, I think about that girl, and I just start craving her. So now I have to muster up the courage to call her back. I gotta think of more ways how to butter her up. Yeah, but I think I figured it out. I'm gonna get baked before. Yeah, you know, that will make me hard. Just like a pretzel. All right, I hope these pretzel puns aren't going stale. I know sometimes I'm too cheesy. Other times I just melt on stage. But all I know is every time I smell pretzels, my eyes burn. And my emotions rise. Yeah, just like a pretzel. The funny thing is, I actually met her ex-boyfriend recently. Yeah, and he said that she tastes just like a pretzel. All right, that's all the pretzel puns I'm gonna do. Yeah, because you know what they say, there's not a lot of dough in pretzel puns. Yeah, but I am wearing my pretzel merch. Yeah. But, you know, it's really fun being a comic. You know, you get to hang around other comics, just start riffing. One comic's like, have you ever hit pure oxygen? I'm like, yeah, but my hand went right through it. He's like, man, you just came up with that out of thin air. All right, that's it.
One more time for Aaron Trahan, everybody. Aaron. Here, stand back here next to the curtain so we can look at you in your pretzel sweatshirt you got on there. Do you guys see the
The
pretzel?
commitment, Aaron. You know, I gotta
Yeah,
give it up
dude.
to you, dog.
Yeah.
Do you do a lot of pretzel material, Aaron? Is that?
That's my pretzel joke, yeah.
Are we going to go to churros next week, or what are we doing next? No?
You know, but trying other stuff too.
How long you been doing comedy? I know your name. You look familiar. I know whatever. How long have you been doing comedy?
Over 6 years.
6 years. Okay, yeah, I recognize your name from Facebook and stuff. You produce a show somewhere, maybe?
Yeah, I do comedy awards at Quantum Brewing on Fridays and Saturdays.
Okay, yeah, I know I had seen. I'd seen some produced shows. And what else? You doing some paid shows? You doing open mics? You doing both? You all over town doing stuff, or what's your regular gig?
I get up wherever I can. My show is a free show, but we survive on donations. Yeah.
The old hat pass. You guys remember the Comedy Palace days before Mic Drop was there?
Yep.
They used to have the old bucket. Josh, do you remember the buckets?
Yeah, there's never any money.
Never any money left for us in there. Fucking Carlos.
Well, I do a trick where you make it a donation base on Eventbrite, and then if they donate money, they actually will come.
Nice.
So
That's true,
that's,
yeah.
if you just make it free, a million people will say they're going to come, and then
No one shows
nobody will
up,
show
yeah.
up.
And then what does Eventbrite take their cut?
Yeah, it's really small. Of course,
yeah.
And also you can just opt out, and they can pay the Eventbrite fee.
That's true. Yeah.
They pay the pennies on the dollar, and it's like, yeah.
Smart move. We do that here when I need to do some creative marketing, and
Yeah.
you'll do free tickets, and people will just go, "I'll take 8, I'll take 10," and then they either don't show or they whatever. But you
Right.
make them pay their credit card out for even $1. It's a commitment, even taking that out, and they will show up most of the time if you do make them pay $1, which
Yeah,
I learned the hard way.
absolutely.
So we've already learned something from the pretzel guy, Aaron over here, guys.
Aaron, I gotta say, Aaron. I mean, you're an OG, in the scene. You remember back Madhouse back in the day, man. I always loved the commitment, very unique style to you, and you know that. But the creativity there, you could be working at Auntie Anne's right now if you wanted to. That's
Yeah.
how in tune you are with the pretzels, man. I gotta ask, do you have merch for different types of jokes that you have?
I got different. It's all print on demand, so
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I have so many questions.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at your face right now, just
I have so many questions.
All right, go ahead.
What you got, Josh?
I mean, do you want to fuck a pretzel? Like it was. I don't. No, I gotta. So did you make? This is like what you just said, printed on the hoodie, right?
Yeah.
The
beginning of
actual
it.
what you said is on there.
Well, just the beginning of it. Yeah.
Okay, and then did you print that after you wrote the joke, or did you find that and then write a joke about pretzels around the hoodie?
On Twitter, I was following. The tweet was, "I love a good pretzel," and I just
And then
the
you wrote
joke evolved from
3
that.
minutes on pretzels. Okay.
Yeah.
Why pretzels? Just because that's what you saw on Twitter?
I don't know. It just.
I'm just curious.
You know how you write a joke? You're like, you just get inspired, and you just
Okay.
start doing a bunch. And then like, it was a shorter joke, and then you keep doing it, and then you add tags.
Yeah,
You
you
know?
had the writing. You had tons of puns, and that was good. The writing was good.
That's
I
my
was just
question.
curious why pretzels and not.
Well, I was gonna say, do you have a
Pizza
lot?
or-
Do you have other? Are you a pun like wordplay guy? Do you have other bits?
Yeah,
that are
I
like
got
that?
other puns.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're a pun guy.
Well, I
That's
mean,
awesome.
The oxygen.
The oxygen. No, that was a pun.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was a good.
You
one.
know,
through it.
do you remember? He reminded me because remember Hot Dog and the banana guy, Gene DeBruler. Remember when we started?
Yeah.
Gene and his chick, forget her name. I'm still friends on Facebook. They moved to Portland maybe 8 years ago. He used to go Hot Dog.
Yeah.
Fucking did all these word puns. He's funny as
You're saying he
shit.
needs a catchphrase. You need
Yeah.
like a.
Gene, shout out to Gene if you're watching this with the other 11 people that are watching. Great dude. He used to do hot dog jokes. He specialized in banana jokes and hot dog jokes. He was great.
Do you only do food, or is that just this pretzel this time?
Yeah.
You said bring your best material. That's
Okay,
the joke I'm still doing
just-
that I've
I'm
been
asking.
doing the longest.
I didn't know if you did 10 minutes. Maybe you did pretzels, then you did pizza, then you did bagel. I don't know. I'm just asking.
Oh,
I'm just
if
trying
he
to
did
figure it out.
pizza, he'd be fucking
Yeah,
headlining here
pizza,
this
dude.
weekend.
Like, yeah.
If he did
Write
pizza,
some
you
time
know,
on pizza.
like-
You'll get a
Okay,
set here.
I'll be sure to write it.
Salad.
It's 3-minute pizza. Next time you'll be fucking.
Hey, start working on
opening
Happy
here.
Dad. We're trying to get them the sponsor. Start working on Happy Dad. We're
Oh,
trying
right
to get
about
them the
Happy
sponsor.
Dad. All right.
Right.
I was just curious.
We need
That's
some.
it.
We need some money. Anything else, fellas? I enjoyed it.
Sir,
I'm
me
I'm
too.
not a huge like word pun guy necessarily. Gene did that. You caught me laughing though a couple times, just because again I think it's funny.
Agree. It's like it's not my style, but I can appreciate it. For
Yes,
Sure. That's.
and that's the thing that some people at comedy clubs, it's hilarious. Like whether it's some political comedian that's right wing or left wing or whatever. Like funny's funny. I don't care where I'm at,
Yep.
here or there. Goofy, some really goofy comedians that do crazy. Bob Hansen,
A lot of people think Jesse Egan is hilarious.
Jesse
So,
Egan, Bob
Shout out
Hansen.
Jesse. Hey.
Bob Hansen is so silly that I just like laugh at Bob and have him here regularly. But you'll see some audience members just like look and go, "Is this like what the fuck is going on right
There's
now?"
different flavors for everybody.
Bob's doing leg kicks and doing stuff, but like all different types of comedy. I'm a huge fan of all different types. So. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
quoting
yeah.
Bob Hansen.
Bob
now.
loves
We
a
got
good
Bob's
cake.
biggest fan over here.
Yeah.
We got Bob's. Bob's just trying to be Bob. B-O-B. So,
But that was good.
Aaron, any questions for us while you're
Interesting,
here?
No, thanks for having me.
All right. Well, give it up one more time for Aaron
Shout out
Trahan,
to Aaron.
everybody. Aaron Trahan. All right. So we're gonna have Maddie come to the stage. But on deck is Teddy B.
Nice.
Is Maddie here and Teddy B? Right? Maddie's
Yeah,
here
let's go,
and
Maddie.
Teddy B. Please give it up right now for Maddie Ice, everybody. Maddie Ice.
Matty Ice.
Thank you. Happy Thursday, everybody.
Happy Thursday.
My real name is not Matty Ice. I worked in the brewery business in San Diego for the last 10 years. We make craft premium beers in this town, as you all know. My coworkers at Green Flash decided to name me after a shitty beer, Natty Ice. So that was my name for a long time. So I started stand-up about a year and a half ago. I do work at a pizza place, though, so can I headline here? That's a no? Shit. All right. I got my own place. All right. So there's 130 breweries in San Diego. That doesn't count, like, the tasting rooms. I'm talking about, like, 130 different brands. Why? Because the Padres are so bad. That's why. We used to have 180, and then the Chargers left, and we don't have to drink year-round. We're not the alcoholics we used to be. Thanksgiving's coming up. A couple of years back, my grandmother, she had dementia, and my uncle walked up to the dinner table. He didn't know his fly was open, and my cousin's sitting there, and he says, "Dad, your barn door's open. Don't let the horse out." Well, my grandma grew up on a farm in Florida, and when you have dementia, you don't really think in the moment. You're more like just looking back on your childhood. And my grandma hadn't spoken for like 6 months, and so her timing was perfect. And once my cousin said that, she said, "It can't get out if it can't get up." Thank you. We put that on her tombstone. That was like the last thing she ever said, but she didn't die right away. But anyways, back in the 90s, a friend of mine dated a stripper, and believe it or not, her name was Cinnamon. Yeah, who would have thought they would, So anyways, one day Cinnamon's like, "Hey, Maddie, I want to introduce you to one of my coworkers." And I'm like, "Oh, what's her name?" Ginger. And I'm like, "Damn, do these girls just go to Sprouts and Trader Joe's and like they're looking at the spice rack going, basil, no, coriander, no, that sucks, And I was thinking, like, the modern day strippers, they're probably going to like, they're cooler than that. They're not going to Sprouts, right? They're probably going to like a vape shop somewhere cool. So, somewhere out tonight, some woman's probably dancing, and they're like, "Give it up for, Scooby Snacks," and then the ever popular Alaskan Thunderfuck. I'm Matty Ice, everybody. Have a great one. Cheers.
All right. One more time for Maddie Ice. Maddie Ice, you've been up here one time before when we've done that?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, yeah.
All right. And how long you been doing comedy again?
Like 17 months.
17 months. That should remind me.
I typed in on AI, it said the best time to do comedy is when you're 49, so that's when I started.
Yeah, not 43, 49.
Here's a question before we start with Maddie. At what point do you become a comedian? I heard like either Segura or some podcast maybe. Or is it the first time you do an open mic or until a paid show? What are you guys' opinion on when you become a comedian? Do you consider like somebody that did one open mic once at the wherever?
No, I would consider when you get paid for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. That's what I would think.
I think there's just
Or even when you get
different
paid
levels.
regular.
Yeah.
Like when you get paid a lot, like regularly to do it. I
Yeah.
would think. I don't know.
Like that. I think there's just different levels to it. Like when you first get on stage, yeah, technically, but then the next level is getting booked on a showcase and then getting paid and then getting paid regularly, and like you're officially a comedian when it pays all your bills. Like
Yeah.
you are.
Even bar
nothing
shows and
besides.
stuff for sure, right? If
Yeah.
you're doing shows, getting paid, yeah.
Also, it doesn't really matter, if you do it once and you tell everybody you're a comedian, who gives a shit?
Yeah. I do the opposite now. People are like, "Oh, my friend's a comedian." And I'm like, "No.
Yeah.
I've been on stage in 3 months. I fucking own a club, but I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even consider. I've never really said that to anybody because
Well, I get why you say no.
Well, yeah, shut your mouth. You have a full-time job too, you son of a bitch. I've never quit. I also think like if you're like all in, then you're all in. I've never done that.
That's a great point. Yeah, and I think the crowd will let you know if you're a real comedian or not. Are they
True.
Are they laughing at you, or are they just?
And they let me know. They let me know a
lot.
lot that I'm not, Jeff. I'm not. That's why I haven't been on stage in 3 months. Just kidding. I fucking kill. I fucking destroy. Just kidding. That was a joke for Josh to make fun of. I teed it up for you, Josh. You didn't say anything. What the hell? All right, back to Matty. Enough about us. Anything for Matty, guys?
He lost me when he said the Padres suck. I tuned out after everything he said.
How long have you been a fan, though?
And Natty Ice is a good beer, so he lost me twice right at the fucking beginning.
Bro. Don't offend the crowd. Don't offend the crowd.
I don't care. This is me. I am doing it. They suck. I've been a Padre fan since 1980. I can talk about this, okay?
Also, I love how you dressed up tonight. That's
Thank
nice.
you. I came right from work. I came right from work just for you
Tuxedo.
guys.
This is the Escondido tuxedo we have here.
Yeah, got the shorts on
It's
stage,
Adidas.
baby.
It's
Yeah,
Adidas.
got the legs out. Love
That's
it.
right. That's
I
right.
think
It
one
is.
thing to keep in mind too is when you're performing is trimming the fat. Like the dementia joke is
Come on,
funny.
man.
Hey,
Don't
don't
go
be
after
mean.
him like
Don't
that.
be
Okay,
mean. Jesus Christ.
And he's
Fucked up.
But
thought
you know
you
what
said
I mean?
you weren't gonna be mean,
no,
Jeff.
no pun intended. But when you're trimming the fat, you're cutting out the pieces that don't need to be said in the joke to get to your punchline faster. So like I could tell you were stumbling over the words a little bit between your cousin saying it and then your grandma and explaining the dementia and hadn't talked in 6 months, and then getting to that punchline quicker will make the pop hit much more. You know what I mean? Because that is a good joke. And then I like the tag on the end as well. Remind me again what the gravestone, yeah. But then you said at the end, okay, no, those weren't actually her last words. Like you don't need to say that. Just leave that as those. And I think that will hit and continue to laugh there. So for sure.
Jeff nailed it. My notes were the grandma dementia joke is good. It took you just a long time to get to the setup. Cut, slash it down, and you can't even get out. You can't get out if you can't get up. It's a great punchline. That joke will be really good for you. And then you mentioned cinnamon and ginger. I thought those are horses' names. So I was thinking about tie back to the horses' names for tie back to that.
I
So-
also respect that you did the vape research to find some vape names. That's good. But no, that's where writing will come in. All the comics where writing comes in, because then you realize what words you don't need, and you can cut the fat that way. Like you just did the joke, and if you write it out, you'll find out what you need and what you don't, and then as you go, the more and more you do it, you eliminate shit you don't need, and the joke gets shorter, but it gets better. That's the goal.
Well, this one last random thing I just thought about. When you're talking about the strip club and the strippers' names, another direction you can take it is like now instead of strip clubs, OnlyFans, but the people on there like using regular normal names. So how much it has changed now, or even that with the strip club. Nowadays the young girls are using their actual names, and it's different than back in the day. But I also like the horse direction as well. So you have avenues to kind of play with there with it. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Matty, where's the pizza place? Do you work in the one in Encinitas or something?
Yeah, so just
Wait, is it a skateboard one? Are you the one
Yes,
that?
the skateboard one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
So
it
Johnny Rad's? It's on the 101. Just opened a month
Okay,
ago.
so I've looked at your page because I saw, I've seen Mike McGill around. Mike McGill comes to the comedy club
Yeah, he
sometimes.
does. Yeah, he does.
And I grew up in the 80s, fucking Tony Hawk in La Costa. I used to see Tony Hawk at the Del Mar skateboard ranch back in the day.
Oh, cool.
Whatever, he's older than me. But I've seen McGill around, and I saw tickets a couple times at the old club. I'm like, McGill, that's got to be fucking
He's a
Mike McGill's
big
wife.
fan, yeah.
And he actually lives at whatever. So I saw your thing on either tagging at the open mic or something. I clicked on that. Do you guys do comedy shows over there at all? Or
We're
no?
doing our first ever one this Saturday, yeah. So
Nice.
$30
Good luck.
gets you in,
That's
and you
dope.
get 2 drink tickets. I brought in 5 comics from LA for that one. I'm going
Nice.
to be the host. Mike's going to do the little intro.
McGill is?
McGill, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Hell
So,
yeah.
it's from the movie back in the 80s, Animal Chin. So in the movie, they have the Blue Tile Lounge. So that's what we just finished this week, the Blue Tile Lounge. That's where the comedy's going to be.
Nice. Yeah, I'll have
Come
to
on
check it
down,
out.
everybody.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Tell Mike I said hi.
I
met him
will.
at the club. I met him at my dry cleaners, Beasley Cleaners, my high school buddy. He said McGill, and I looked at him. I was like, Mike, and I looked how old he was. I go, Mike McGill? He goes, yep. I'm all, bro, you're a fucking Bones Brigade, bro. What the fuck? So I bonded with
I'll
him
tell
over
him
that.
to
And then we
say hi.
talked electric skateboards, because I have 2 electric skateboards. I almost die on them all the time around here. I put fucking free tickets on windshields out here like a maniac. I almost die every day on that thing. So anyway, one more time for Matty Ice, everybody.
Thank
One
you.
more time for
Matty
Matty Ice. If you want to go this way, don't fall off the stage. We don't have insurance. We don't have insurance. We haven't sold enough tickets. I should move over. All right. Is this Teddy B? He's loaded up and ready over here. All right. After Teddy B is, I don't want to say Allah. Am I allowed to say Allah? That's how you pronounce it? All right, cool. Just making sure I was not going to get assassinated for saying the wrong fucking thing. Ironically, she's facing Mecca right now. Is that how that works? Is that even? I don't even know if that's the right joke. I took a risk,
works.
Jeff. I took a risk.
You got to take risks.
I got
Comedy,
2 laughs. That's more than normal.
There you
So,
go.
all right. So you're on deck. Come to the stage right now. Give it up for Teddy B, everybody. Teddy B.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go.
Yo, what's good, everybody? How's everyone doing? I'm here to say that women should not have kids after 45. I'm serious. 45 children is a lot to take care of. Yeah. At that point, it's not even a family anymore. It's a goddamn Little League World Series roster with alternates. Yeah. We all have weaknesses, right? Like Superman, his weakness is kryptonite. My weakness is gummy bears. Yeah. And I know that one day when I die from choking on gummy bears, because spoiler alert, I eat them a fistful at a time. I just hope at my funeral, my friends say I was killed by a pack of bears and they leave the gummy part out. That would be a sweet death, literally. All right. So my name's Teddy B, and a lot of times people want to be all cute and be like, does the B stand for bear? And I want to be cute right back, and I'm like, no, the B stands for blurred. Yeah. And for those that don't know what blurred means, because I mean, it's just me and you, it means black nerd. Yeah. And no, it does not mean my superpower is I can fix computers or I'm really good with math. No, my superpower is I know obscure references and I can sing 90s TV theme songs. Yeah. You want me on your trivia team, not fixing your IT, Karen. So, in case you guys are wondering, I look like this because my dad, he's from Jamaica, and my mom is 2 Chainz. Yeah. Except I'm the illegitimate son, 4 Chainz. Yeah. Instead of my money being tall like Jordan, my money's short like Danny DeVito. Sometimes being a blur, though, in this culture, like, Jeff, you know what's going on. Like, sometimes I want to sit there and be like, I'm not black enough. Like, you know, you're not black enough, but I am black enough. You know, I'm not black enough to make Don Lemon make Wayne Brady look like Malcolm X, but I am black enough to make 2 white chicks want to cross the street because they think I'm going to rob them. Sharon and Karen. And you know what? They're right, but only while playing Grand Theft Auto, because I'm a blurred, y'all. I'd be like, yo, ladies, don't make any sudden moves. Don't make me hit the X button. I'll shoot you. All right, I'll end it with this. I am a blurred. One of my superpowers is I can solve a Rubik's Cube. I can solve a Rubik's Cube in under 2 minutes. A lot of people get impressed by that. They're like, oh, you must love puzzles. I'm like, I don't know. If I love puzzles, I'd still be married to my wife. Like, it took me 13 years to realize that marriage was unsolvable. All right, y'all, I'm Teddy B. Peace.
Yeah,
One more
Teddy
time
B.
for Teddy B, everybody.
Yes.
Teddy B. Teddy, how long? Is this your first time doing Halftime Hacks, right?
This is my first time doing I'm a long-time listener, first time being on here.
Long-time listener.
Yes.
Our first long-time listener, Ramses. Give this guy.
I even subscribed.
Give
Teddy
this
B
fucking
funny.
guy a free pizza or something,
Oh,
Ramses. He's a
awesome.
long-time
Cool.
listener.
Yeah.
All 6 weeks we've been doing
Right?
this.
Seriously.
That seems
Teddy
like
B.
Last month, October, 4 years.
4 years comedy.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
And do you do our open mic here on Sundays?
Yeah, I've been doing the open mic. I used to do the open mic back when you guys were on Grand also.
Okay.
Yeah, back in the day.
I haven't been. I pop in. I play hockey Sundays. I pop in sometimes. I haven't been here as much.
I'm gonna be honest. 6 weeks seems like a really fucking long time to be listening to this.
Try booking 2 fucking gets. And then I come back from Vegas. I'm like, I gotta go do this shit. My wife's like, Can you just stay here? It's gonna rain. I'm like, I don't know what that means, but I'd rather.
You're doing a great job, though, Adam.
Let me just start by saying I've never heard blurred before.
Yeah, that's.
And
I
the
was gonna
fact
say
that you called
too.
Jeff a blurred twice really made me happy over
I
here.
do have to say this,
Because
though.
he's offended as fuck.
I do have to say, I used to make fun of and beat up Blurred. So, you know, I was. I wasn't allowed to be a Blurred back in high school because
Right?
I didn't like anime and I was terrible at video games. They didn't let me in. I wasn't.
Are we allowed to say that word?
Yeah.
you're
There's
good
no
with
ER.
no
on the
hard
end.
R.
White people can say that word.
Hard R. The funny thing is, the first time he called you a blurred, I was like, oh, Jeff's not gonna let it. And then he doubled down again. I was like, oh, I love it.
That's my guy.
The micers are being meaner than we are at this point. All right, I love it. Guys, anything for Teddy B?
Nah, it was a good set, man. I have to say one thing too from the jump. And granted, you know, this is a mic, and so you know, jokes just hit differently when we're comics and we're in here. But I think a pause for your first joke when you get into 45, and then like you know the dramatic pause there before the misdirection of you're then explaining kids,
Right.
you know, not age. I think that right there will really will get the pop in there. I mean, I like the blurred too. It's unique. You educate the masses and the white people in the audience, so that's good stuff right there. We're doing it for the ancestors, but
Josh, do you want to give any of your white power speeches or anything
if
right
you,
now?
If you are going to do the blurred thing, definitely you have to explain what it is to like regular crowd or whatever.
That's true. I didn't know when he first said it.
And then the first joke, make the age younger. Like if your goal is to, your goal is to, it's kind of offensive, like shocking, but the curveball is you're talking about that many kids.
Right.
Then why not make it 30 or why not make it 35? And you know,
Not a try. Yeah.
at 30, because then more people will be like, what do you mean don't have kids after 30? Like, because the goal is to kind of offend some people, and then you're doing the curveball.
Yeah.
So you might
Good
as well
point.
just try to offend more people.
Yeah,
and,
good point.
that.
Because the whole time
The
I'm like
curveball will be
45
bigger.
kids. That's way too many. 30, maybe. There's TV shows. For
Yeah,
some
it's
of
too
those
many,
people.
but also like 45 years old is like,
Yeah,
how
they
many
shouldn't
people are
have.
having kids after that age anyway?
Right.
That's a good point.
So if you made it 35 or 30, everyone's gonna really perk up, and then your curveball is gonna be even better. So,
Yeah.
just an idea.
Yeah,
Try
I
it
like
out.
that.
I like it. One more time for Teddy B, everybody.
Teddy B.
Give it up for
Thank you,
Teddy B. Well done.
Thank you.
All right. What do we got?
How's the game looking? We looking good over there, Josh?
Yeah, actually, I'm glad you said that because
9
they
to
just
9.
fucking tied it. Are they-
Houston's about to take the lead.
All right.
yeah, go ahead. Let's talk the game. You got a piss right now?
No.
Oh, I thought you said you had to take a leak.
Oh no.
Maybe I'm thinking I have to pee really bad. Maybe I just fucking said that in my own head. That's what happens when you get old, guys. You think you hear things. Oh, so they took the lead. The
Took
fucking
the
Texans
lead.
took the lead? Unbelievable. The quarterback you said sucked. All right, what college did he play quarterback at? Do you know, Josh? I have no idea.
Davis Mills? No
What?
clue.
Is that his name, Davis Mills?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
haven't
pretty
even
good,
heard of
dude.
him until right now.
I don't know shit about football. My 18-year-old helps me draft my team at this point because I'm like, I mean, I know the stars, but I'm like, don't know anybody.
You're not like
anymore.
into the
No.
weeds with it. Yeah, I'm not either.
And by the way, somebody didn't show up for our Carl the cop, who you know played softball with us. He's in Florida, so we did our draft, and I call him, hey man, you ready to do the Zoom, whatever? He goes, fuck, it's like midnight here. I'm out. So thank God my son was there. So I bought him into our league. Everyone's got their reader glasses on in our league. My son talks more shit to all these 50-plus-year-old guys.
Yeah.
Offers trades. No one ever offers trades in our league for 10 years. Every week my kid's offering people trades, texting people, talking shit.
That's cool.
Yeah, good times. So, all right. So on deck is going to be Wilben Hart, but coming to the stage right now, help me out again. Is Allah, everybody. Everyone bow to Allah. Everyone bow to Allah. Pound the potato, Allah. There you go. Now we're talking.
It's weird. I'm accidentally here tonight. I support my friend, but she texted me that she's not arrived. And I'm like, oh my gosh, and I drove 1 hour, 10 minutes. I say, I have to get up. Okay, I'm Allah, and you know what I was thinking? I was thinking that beautiful couples not make loan in a marriage. And I give you example, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez, Brad Pitt, and Angelina Jolie. All of them beautiful, but didn't make it. But I give you another example, Beyonce and Jay-Z. Beyonce is beautiful, and he knows what beauty is. And you know, when I was little, my Soviet mom told me that finish your food. If you're not, your future husband will be ugly. And I say, don't believe you. And she say, look at your dad. You know, and my dad, very unique guy. He has 3 testicles. After doctor appointment, doctor told him that. And my mom do not believe it. She say it's just piece of brain travel accidentally to his testicles after COVID. Yeah, but yeah, my dad is unique, and he's very ugly guy and very protective guy. And I give you a story. In my Soviet village, where I grew up, in the Republic of Kazakhstan, Soviet Union, we have wild dogs. Wild dogs was bite kids, attack old people. And my dad say, if owner of the wild dog will not take care about that dog, I will take care about that. One night, he went and shot the dog. He hunted before, and he make the hat of the dog. And he sold to the same neighbor this hat, winter hat. What I thinking, he returned dog in a better condition, and dog serve purpose to make owner warm. And I think, you know, I make jokes in then. If you guys know history, Soviets sent 10 dogs in the late 50s and 60s in space. And I make joke with my dad, saying maybe it's him who fly there, get those 9 dogs and make hats from them, because they never come back. Only one come back from 10. What else? I have 40 seconds. My name is Allah, and everybody who sent mail always put H in the end, like Allah. But another day, some guy called me not Allah, called me Hala. You know, and I was like, oh, okay, it's something new, you know, Hala, whatever. Okay, my name is Allah. It was my time. Thank you so much.
All right, one more time for Allah, everybody. One more time for Allah. All right, pound it. Good job, Allah. How long you been doing comedy now?
1 year, 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah.
And you hit the open mics pretty hard, or
No, I am not really actually doing any open mics.
you haven't done any open mics?
In the beginning, a little bit, but then I quit.
Okay. And
Yeah,
then what have you been doing now?
I'm just doing some shows.
You're doing real shows. Where at? You said you drove an hour?
I'm from Chula Vista. I drove 1 hour. Actually, you know, I was booked this month 2 times in Chateau Comedy in LA.
Nice.
Yeah, I did already 7 November, and they invite me 28 November to do 12 minutes. I did 8 and then 12. Yeah, I'm usually talk about where I'm from, who's my parents are, you know, no politics, no bad, dirty jokes. That's me.
Respect, yeah.
So 1 year. Guys, are you having problems understanding everything she's saying, or is that just me?
I was just going to say that I didn't understand anything.
No,
I think I'm just at a bad angle or something now. No.
I know, you're not first to tell me.
Here's what I would say. I think you should slow down. I love the wild dogs biting kids and attacking the senior citizens, or whatever you said. I would like, if you slow down just a little bit,
Yeah, just
I
slow
think
down.
it would have killed. I think if you just
slow
chill
down, I
out,
know.
and it's hard, especially with the lights in your eyes and whatever, and you get a little nervous.
And
if
I'm
you,
just one woman here.
yeah,
It's already,
grab the mic so we can hear you.
it's already make me a little bit nervous.
Oh,
Because
no. No, you're doing great. No,
Josh,
trust me.
Josh does. He looks like that for a reason.
Yeah, look at the black
Women
mustache.
get-
Yeah.
He dyes it that way just to make him look meaner.
Yeah,
Like a
he
villain.
look mean. That's what I was worried
He
about.
ties ladies to the railroad tracks after this. Is what he's gonna do. No, but I think your jokes would have went much better. I mean, again, I like a couple of those things in there, but you were going really fast. I would
Yeah,
say,
agreed.
take a breath, chill out in between, let people know when they're supposed to laugh with the punchline. You know, that
Yeah.
whole thing. The wild dog ones I liked. I thought that was pretty good. If we could just
Absolutely, I agree. I was going to say that too. With I think you have some creative premises. The one about your dad and the 6 testicles.
Three.
The 3 testicles. I think like the. I thought I heard 6, but I was gonna say too. I think it's one of those like knowing that you have an accent too.
Yeah.
Is that there are gonna be some people that just they can't hear it.
Yeah.
So going slow through it is going to help it hit even harder because you already have the premises there, right? I like the one same as Adam with the dogs and your family. There were just times where I would lose a little bit of my connection with the bit, and then I'm trying to jump back into it to catch the rest of the setup into the punchlines.
Yeah,
And
got
so also too, cutting down on your setups will go a long
So
way.
slowing down a little bit, we can hear, even with your accents, we can hear you a little more
Yeah.
clear when you just slow down a little
But
bit.
use it too. And use it. You have a unique experience and upbringing too. And you talk about it a little bit there, but definitely, especially when you continue on,
Okay.
use that.
All right, Josh, let's be mean now. Go ahead.
No, I mean, slow down. That's the biggest thing. And it's hard because it's not a lot of people here, and so you're trying to fill, instead of laughs, you're trying to fill the words, the silence with words. But instead, you just got to slow down, draw it out a little bit so we can hear it and give people a chance to laugh in this.
And that's a hard thing, too. Great point.
Yeah.
Most open mics aren't busy. A lot of times it's just comics in the back. Most comics up here try to say the dirtiest shit just to make them laugh.
We don't like silence. We
Yeah.
don't. We get uncomfortable with silence, so we speed up and you talk more. But really, you just needed to slow your pace down so
You're
people
right.
could hear what you were saying, and then they'll laugh. So that's
okay.
that's.
Yeah.
Okay, I will come up with
One
something.
thing too, being clean, I think that will go and help you out, and you'll go far being clean. It's one of
Yeah.
those clean comics are always in demand, especially if you're clean and you're versatile, can still do dirty too. So you saying that and already knowing like, hey, I'm clean, I don't cuss, this and that, it's gonna.
Well, that's
take you
something a
far.
blurred would say, though, right? A blurred would say
All right, I
that.
see. Now you have a new favorite word. That's crazy, James.
I'm changing. I'm changing your name in my phone. I'm changing your name in my phone right now.
That's funny.
I knew that. As an athlete, he's a good athlete. As an
Yeah.
athlete, he was offended by that shit for sure. All right, give it up one more time for all everybody.
Thank you.
Well done.
Good night. Bye.
Thank you,
See you
Allah.
later. Good job. Holla, holla, holla.
I have so many cooler words for black nerd. Like it just seems like there's so many different
Would
words.
you like to list them all now?
that are better
Here, look
now.
into the camera and list them all right now, please.
No, I'm gonna sit down on it.
Urkel would be the fucking the old school one, right?
Yeah, that is the throwback.
I don't know if I've
Very
ever
cool.
watched that show one time
Oh,
in my
you
life.
missed out. That was a classic.
I'm a little older. I'm a little older than you guys.
True,
so.
true. That was like early mid '90s.
A little. I got 2 years. Josh likes to always.
Little older.
So this fucking guy, we talked about at the open mics, how don't roast the guy before you,
Yep.
or the host even. Like you can tag it or add to it and make it funny, which was great. A couple of comics did it last week, but don't be mean. He bullies me every time we do a show together. He's fucking mean. He says, "Give it up for my dad." So then I'm literally preemptively, if I host a show and if I'm hosting
I
here
see.
or wherever, I have to preemptively attack his ass
Yeah,
because I know
yeah.
he's gonna say
I
something
say
about
it's
me.
nice to look at him and know what I'll look like in the future if I just let myself go.
See, not that funny, right? Fucking look at him. He looks older than me, right?
That's because it's your show. They don't want to fucking laugh.
Right,
Look
right.
at
They
your
want to
younger
be booked
brother.
here. That's-
Your younger brother's right here. Your younger brother's right here, Josh.
I like that guy. He's cool as
He
fuck.
is cool. He's got
What's
a
up, brother?
mustache. You should dye your mustache like Josh here.
I don't dye shit.
Black like Hitler. All right, coming up is Will Ben Hart. God damn it, it's Will Hart. Will, when are you going to change your name to your stage name? I've tried to change it 3 times now. He won't do it. And then Elim Qualls is coming up after that. And I'm going to take a leak, but I can hear because we have speakers in the bathroom. So, coming to the stage right now is Will Ben Hart, everybody. Will Ben Hart.
Oh, what's up, brother?
Thank you so much. Thanks, Adam. Appreciate it, guys.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Man down, man down.
It's all right. We're back in business. So, I used to be a kleptomaniac as a kid. That means I used to steal a lot. I used to steal from big department stores, and I used to sell to like kids in the neighborhood or at school. I was an entrepreneur. I was a little risk taker, and I used my innocence in my favor when I was younger, right? I was young, dumb, and inconspicuous, right? So that means I can walk into any store I wanted to, and no one would bat a fucking eye, right? But I always felt a little suspicious. I'd go into the Home Depot, I'd go back to the store, find the biggest set of bolt cutters, those 3-foot-long ones, open them up a little bit, stuff one arm in one leg, one arm in the other leg, and walk out like a walrus. One false move, bro. Bye-bye, dick. But anyways, if I knew back then what I knew now, I think I would have been a better thief. Okay? Now let me explain. My mom was a single mother on and off back in the day. I did have some significant father figures in my life. In fact, I have one right here in front of me. He can verify all the turmoil that I caused. But I could have used that to my benefit, right? Since my mother was a single mother, I could have probably walked into the Kmart, walked straight back to the bike rack, picked out the best bike, rode that shit around and said shit to my invisible father in the store. Thanks, Dad. This is the best birthday present ever. Oh my God, I could have possibly just ridden it right past the cashiers and out the front fucking door, saying shit like, Dad, thank you so much. You have the tag? You're gonna buy it? Oh my God, I'll meet you in the parking lot. Don't forget my helmet. But no one was gonna think that I actually had my dad in the store. I could have just played that, right? But no, I was a fucking idiot when I was younger, right? Shit didn't happen like that for me. I took those big old bolt cutters that I stole from Home Depot. I went to the high school lunchtime, broad fucking daylight, everybody's out, and I cut the biggest, nicest bike that I fucking went. 2 hours of freedom. When I got home, cops were waiting for me, man. Just to arrest me and bring me back to juvenile hall. Story of my fucking life, right? And I'm still paying it back till this day, right? I've gone to San Francisco a couple times, and each fucking time my windows get busted. The next time I try and go up there, I'm gonna stuff a little 20 in the seat. So that they can see it and bust my window, but if they actually look for it, I'll be paying back my karma. Anyways, thank you so much, Will Ben Hart.
Yeah, keep it going for Will. Keep it going.
One more time for Will Ben Hart, everybody. Will Ben Hart. I call him Will Hart because I think it's a better stage name. Will Hart.
By the way, I'm going to Amir tomorrow.
Are you coming to see Amir?
I saw him back at the LA Comedy Store. No offense or anything, but like a year and a half ago, and I've loved him. And hey, my name is Doogie. That joke with his dog. That's what got me.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Doogie.
Yeah,
I love that
okay.
shit.
All right, we're still doing material. Will Ben's still doing Amir K's material now, guys. So, now Doogie, we all know his dog Doogie.
Yeah, he's just showing a little love, a little appreciation.
We're good friends with we're good friends with Amir. He's great. Guys, well, just remind everybody. Actually, Will Ben Hart. How long you been doing comedy again?
No, just I say less than a year, but in reality, it's like 4 months, 5 months.
4 months. Okay.
Respect, man.
Yeah.
And you've been on here 3-4 times now?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Absolutely, Adam, I appreciate everything.
No
Thank you.
worries, no worries. I'll start by saying I like his energy. I like energy comics, and he has that for sure. Like it gets my attention right away when someone has energy. So I like his energy being
absolutely
fired up.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I think the one thing I noticed was out of everyone that we've seen so far, you were the first to kind of do act outs, like when you had the bolt cutters and you walked and imitated the walrus. So I know with more stage surface area, you really get into it. But I can tell even the stealing of the bike and riding that around, like you have the high energy and the act outs there. I was kind of thinking when you were talking about if I knew everything that I knew now when I was a child, something there about now how you have perfected the art of stealing.
No,
something like
I'm
that's
not
where
a
I was
thief
looking.
anymore. I should have hey, now I don't steal. Still paying back karma, but yeah.
Just playing
I
around
get a
with that.
little nervous how people will respond to that energy.
Absolutely,
so thank you.
absolutely. What do you think, Josh?
Yeah, I would definitely clarify that you don't steal anymore, just to get people kind of on your side. It's another thing is this is kind of where cut the fat goes. Like you started by saying you're a klepto, which is fine, but then you say you steal all the time. So like you don't need to say both.
Got it.
It's either you're a klepto and we know what that means, or if you don't think we know what that means, just throw klepto out. You don't need to add that in there. The one part I didn't get was you say you felt suspicious in the bit. Like, well, you should. You're stealing all the time. Like, if you are suspicious. Like, you're fucking stealing. So that was the only thing it didn't really go, like, with the rest of it. I think it's funny to be like, if you had a dad, like, what you would do instead of stealing. That whole premise is funny, and the energy and the act outs are good. But, yeah, I think just kind of making where the whole thing is, like, streamlined and it's consistent. But overall, the material is good. And once you do it a bunch of times, it's gonna get funnier and you're gonna get used to it.
I really appreciate what you said earlier about writing too. That's what I just started recently, kind of really rewriting some things because I just have a bunch of ideas and I just off the top of my head trying to go up here. But after you write things out, I can kind of see things. I don't know. I'm just starting, so I don't really know. But
And
I really appreciate
you guys both made a good between you and you making a point. People. You got to be likable up here, right? They want to like you first and foremost. So you mentioning you don't steal anymore is right away you say this, but you're like, hey, I'm not that guy anymore. Because people judge, right? Whether they do it consciously or subconsciously, they want to like you up here and then like your jokes kind of second. First, you're kind of building this relationship, We're like, hey, I'm a nice guy. Like, you guys like me. And then the joke. So I think that's a good point you made.
Yeah,
and you
no,
made.
totally.
Let
I
them
never
know.
even saw that perspective
Yeah.
either. So thank you for pointing that
Yeah.
out.
The other thing I'll say is, you say you have all these ideas, put them in your phone. Every idea you ever have, put it in your notes in your phone. And then the biggest way to find out to cut the fat is I saw him film it. And if you guys watch back what you do, and you're going to see how much extra shit you say.
Yeah.
And it's going to annoy you because none of us like to watch ourselves because you go, oh, I
Painful.
suck.
Yeah, it's painful.
But if
I
you
hate
do
watching
it,
Josh.
No,
I hate
yeah,
watching
I do
Josh.
too. And if you do it as in like I'm editing myself, then it works. So then you'll go, I don't need that. I should have said that. This is funny. Like, so you can write that way too.
Yeah, your setup's way shorter. Get to it. And get to the punch. Tags. Boom. Next joke. Good point.
I've just recently started doing that, and I've just barely noticed, and I will continue.
Yeah. No, yeah. And when we're new, we all say too much because we're trying to fill the 3 minutes.
Right, yeah.
And you don't have to fill the 3, guys. I should have said it earlier too. If you got 2, who gives a fuck? I mean, not saying you. I'm just saying in general. Some people are like, I gotta do the 3, or they'll get like, we don't care. You do
Right,
1
when
minute.
to end it. Like, I could have probably ended it before the karma thing.
You can do whatever.
You know, and who knows?
Yeah. I wouldn't worry about all that. But
Yeah,
yeah.
I would.
All right.
I would
Just
just.
keep on
I should
writing
have
your
said the
best
rules
jokes.
earlier because people maybe feel pressure to do the 3, and maybe someone's just starting and they got 1. 1's fine. Fucking boom, do your shit. Cool. Whatever. All right,
Thank
one more
you.
time for Will
Thank you
Ben
so
Hart,
much.
everybody.
Yeah.
Will Ben Hart. All right, coming up next is Elim, who's been here before, and then after Elim is Chris K, then Peter C, and then Purple Haze is closing the show. All right, come to the stage right now. Who already walked up here before I gave him a fucking introduction? Give it up for Elim Qualls, everybody. Elim Qualls.
Hey, no introduction needed.
I like Elim.
So, taxidermying a dead animal and hanging it on your living room wall. It's like Fox News dad core. It's just the most male idea of all time. Let's go kill some shit. Cut its head off, put it on the living room wall. No woman would ever be like, you know what we need next to all those pictures of, lovely pictures of my kids and my family? Dead animal with its eyes open, staring you down everywhere you go. And I think a lot of guys think it's impressive, like if they go and hunt and they put the animal on the wall and they're like, damn, this guy's a real killer. He killed this shit. He went out. He's a real man. He did it himself. I think it would have been impressive a couple 100 years ago when they were using bows and arrows or spears, but I think modern hunting is basically just sneaking up onto the animal and then blasting it from 400 yards away. Shooting a 50 caliber right through the thing's heart. Not very manly. It's almost like, taking someone out with a drone strike. Same type of energy. You know what I would be impressed by if instead of taxidermying the heads of these animals, they started taxidermying the dicks? Like elk, moose, deer, they're all part of the horse family, and we know what horses are known for. If I walked in and there was a row of elk cock, deer cock, moose cock, that'd be pretty fucking badass. It'd be something nice to hang your stockings on during the holidays, You'd be able to put them out there, keep them away from the fireplace. Imagine Santa comes down the chimney, he kind of peeks out, he sees all these reindeer cocks. He's like, fuck, I can't do another reindeer bukkake. That shit ruined Christmas of '76. That's all I had on taxidermy. Have you guys seen the riots down in Mexico? They're rioting around the Capitol. I don't know what the Mexican president did wrong, but how are you going to be the president of Mexico and underestimate the Labor Party? They tried beating the protesters back with pepper spray, but they just came back the next day with some unseasoned tacos like, hey, was that habanero or jalapeno you just hit me with? The riot police down there, they're doing fine, though. They've been using batons since they were like 2, knocking the candy out of piñatas. They're beating the fuck out. All right, I got 15 seconds. You know what? I'll just end it there.
All
Thanks,
right,
guys.
one more time for Elim Qualls, everybody. Remind the millions of viewers at home on YouTube, how long you been doing comedy?
Around 2 months.
2 months. Love it. Young guy. What are you, 21? What'd you say, 21?
Yeah.
21 years old,
Nice,
Josh.
brother.
Josh is jealous because he started at 50, Josh? You started comedy
Yeah.
at 50? Yeah, 50.
Do you remember when you were 21?
No. I was wasted the whole time.
Guys, what do you think? Go straight to you guys. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, for 2 months in the game, man, I can tell you have a lot down there in your notepad that you're going through, like the ideas that the premises that you've come up with. I think the creative one about hunting is an interesting one I hadn't heard before, and then the spin on it with the dicks. I think I was kind of waiting for the punchline there. I think overall, like the premise, the idea is there because it's something really, really interesting that I haven't thought of before. But putting it back onto women or yourself or your family, I don't know. I just think there's a lot of avenues to go down with that one. Also, too, I mean, a little darker with it.
Yeah.
Nice style. I respect that too.
It's definitely, that's the second time I've done that one, so it's still real green. I am trying to come up with a punchline and maybe a tag. I don't know. Maybe we'll stick with Santa Bukkake or
Santa
not.
Bukkake, yeah.
What is Bukkake?
Oh, no, but let me
Look it up
explain.
on your phone real quick.
I'm going to ask my wife. How do you spell it, guys? I'll ask my wife. How do you spell it?
Yeah.
Look, everyone here knows it really well. Everyone
look
here
at all
seems
the
to know it
freaks
really
are
well.
out. Look at that. Everyone knows Bukkake.
Yeah. Okay, just asking. Josh, you have anything?
It's weird because you're writing about stuff like that seems smart, but then you just say cock 15 times. So it's like it kind of throws it all off for me. And then the other thing, this is just a suggestion, and you can do whatever you want with it. But at the beginning, the premise is that guys are the only ones doing taxidermy, and you say it's a Fox News thing, which is fine, but you're going to alienate some people as soon as you say that. You're going to... I'm just saying.
You alienated Josh.
No,
by
no,
saying Fox
you
News.
are, but any Republican's going to be like, I don't want to fucking listen to this kid
True.
because you say that.
True.
So you're going to lose half your audience on something you're not even trying to lose them on. So just think of that when you do that. If it's just your point
Say
is...
retards instead.
Or
Say
say, yeah, well,
retards.
say whatever. Just if it's
Just
guys...
kidding. Just kidding.
If guys are the ones that do it, then just say guys. You know what I'm saying? But if it is a redneck hunting thing, then say Republicans. That's the only thing. Because some people...
It goes back, same point there with the sports, like when you do...
yeah,
when you
people
talk
just
shit
shut
about-
off right away. and
Redneck hunting, yeah.
Don't
for
give
sure.
them a reason to not listen, especially if that has no point of the joke.
Yeah, and that's a
it's
really
not,
good joke.
It's not
with
really.
that.
I'm willing to go wherever that joke is
Yeah,
taking
good point.
me, so.
Good
Especially
point.
right at the start, your very first bit, and you're gonna. Some guys are gonna be like, "Fox News, fuck you," and there's a lot of people that watch Fox News.
Yeah.
So you don't want to lose them if that's not the point.
Good point.
That's it.
Good point. I did love that. The drone thing, that's a very good
Yeah,
perspective.
yeah.
The hunting drone, like these guys are manly men, but they're
Yeah.
fucking like, they might be in their country club shooting fucking from 400 yards away, drinking
Yeah.
mimosas, right?
Yeah.
Get out there and do it like a real
Yeah,
caveman.
and the Mexican stuff too. The Mexico stuff, topical, relevant right now. Definitely thought that was creative. I like the bit with the taco there and the pepper spray.
And then what'd you guys, I thought one of you guys mentioned the book in the hand. Again, it's an open mic situation.
Oh no, I just noticed that. Not bad, just open mic.
Well,
Yeah, I
this
don't
is
care.
this is
I was
definitely-
taught to have a beer bottle if you're worried about it, which my brain is not good. So, back in the day, I would have a beer bottle and have my topics like on the back of the beer bottle here, just in case. No, for real. Because then you're not
for
going
sure.
book.
I
Try
don't-
to treat your open mic like a pro show, whether you have a little piece of paper here because we have a table here, or on a beer bottle or a
I
soda
don't think it
can, whatever.
matters. I've seen some of the greats fucking do notebooks on stage. It doesn't matter. Just if you're doing a book show and you got 8 or 10 minutes, don't bring your notebook up. But if you're doing an open mic, do whatever.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what I personally think.
I try not to when I go to Madhouse or when I go to other places. I
Yeah.
try to have it all up. But this is a pretty much exclusively comic room.
Yeah.
So I'm just.
I mean, I've
waiting.
seen Sarah Silverman walk up with her notebook on the thing the whole time, So it's like some of the greats do it. So I don't think it matters.
All right, well
But-
then fuck all you
But some
guys.
club owners do. So if,
Fuck all you. No, I saw him with the book and I thought you guys might have an opinion.
no,
I'm just
I don't
saying.
think it matters.
I
Opinion
think
on
yeah,
things.
for an open mic similar to Josh, it's an open
I
mic.
mean, I've
you're
seen a lot of
working,
comics go through their notes on their phones, and so I mean, it's the same
yeah,
shit.
And then
Just
I
if you're doing
never have those comics back again.
Yeah.
Ever. No. No, I've told the story here. I mean, one of my big selling points, again, Neil Brennan running his hour before he filmed. Orny Adams just did it. Neil Brennan used to have me put a whiteboard on stage at the old club, a whiteboard with, he had meticulously, like 40 topics, set it on the stage because he
Yeah.
knew this is, use us as a workout room because we sold out the shows and people were
Yeah.
like, I can't believe I watched Neil Brennan practice his shit here a week before he filmed his third
Yeah.
Netflix special. So
I get that. That's just for the order of it. He's got an hour. He wants to know the order of each thing. So I get that cheat if you're going to do a special.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't.
Pete Lee ran his hour before he did a Showtime special. A few people, Jesus Trejo.
But fucking 2 months in, man, good stuff.
Yeah,
You're
pretty good,
riding.
pretty
It's
good. I'm always
You got good
impressed.
confidence,
Very
good
good
stage presence.
One more time for Elam Qualls, everybody.
Yeah.
Elam Qualls, 21 years old. We're just angry that we're not 21 years old when we started, you know?
100%.
We'd be flying private places.
I mean, I don't know. How do you talk about anything at 21? Like, I didn't even know anything.
You still don't.
I know. That's why. That's great. Good shit, man.
Well done, well done. All right. So I got Chris K coming up next, then Peter C, then Purple Haze headlining the show at the end.
Nice.
Ramses, we had nobody else come late? All right. You're not looking to go up, Ramses? You don't want to destroy the room for 3 minutes? Just. All right. We can have you headline if you want. You just let me know, Ramses. All right. Come to the stage right now. Let's get an update on the game. Is it still the same score? I didn't look.
Yeah, I didn't look either.
There's a football game going on, guys. We haven't updated. Texans were winning 10-6 at one
I
point.
think it's a great game. It's still a great game, I think.
Still a great
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Great game. All right, coming to the stage right now, returning for third or fourth time. Give it up for Chris K, everybody.
Yeah, Chris K.
Chris K.
That would be sixth time, my man. This is actually your seventh podcast. How you guys doing?
Jesus Christ, I'm getting
right?
checked already.
Try and do my part to get this thing going. So, I've been married for 25 years. I'll be celebrating my 25th anniversary next week. And thanks. You know, and in that time, my wife and I never had kids, and it's not because we don't like kids. You know, we do. Probably not as much as like Jeffrey Epstein, but definitely more than, I don't know, say Pennywise or Anakin Skywalker. But we didn't have kids because work made it impractical. So in that time, we got a cat. And as I'm sure a lot of you know, you're animal lovers, you know, you come to love them like a member of the family. And if you have that animal when you're of parenting age, you dump all that parenting love into that animal. So that's the way it was with us. He's the only son I've ever known. And then a few years ago, he got really sick. And despite being treated, we thought we were going to lose him. And I didn't know what to do, so I started praying in the shower every day. Problem is, that's also when and where I jerk off. So I ran into something of a schedule conflict. Felt really weird doing them, you know, both at the exact same time for about the first week. But during that time, I did make a commitment to give up porn. That was like my sacrifice. That was like my Lent, right? And, you know, I was good for it. And sure enough, a few months later, he got better. And then a little while ago, he was diagnosed with cancer. And after a 6-month battle, we lost him. And boy, have I looked at a shit ton of porn ever since. You know, they say the Lord works in mysterious ways. And for some reason, he wanted me to masturbate profusely in the spring of 24. Even weirder was about a week later, we saw a feral cat appear on our roof, looking in the window. And that's only the second feral cat we've seen in like 20 years that we've been in this house. And that began a 7-month journey of domesticating a wild animal, which I'd never done before. And it was really a beautiful journey. And there were these milestones along the way. And it made me think about when I was growing up, we would talk about like sexual progress with a girl. You'd chart it like going around the base paths, right? If you kissed her, you made it to first base, right? Second base, you felt a boob. But it had to be hers. You couldn't just like grab your own while you're kissing her. That didn't count. Third base, maybe you slid a hand up her skirt, and then a home run was what? Home run, you had sex with a girl, right? Well, it turns out you can also like identify these metaphorical milestones when you're domesticating a wild animal. For instance, when she first sniffed my finger, that's in cat, that's a kiss. That was like our first kiss. And then, you know, a little while later, she came up, she helped me like pet her once before she ran away. And that was like what, you know, the boomers, what the olds would have called like light petting, you know, like 1,000 years ago. And then third base, he actually came up and she rubbed against my legs. And that was nice. There's like sustained petting there, right? Or is what the olds would have called heavy petting. I'm sure you remember this. And then a home run, you fuck the cat. That part doesn't change. So, and I'll leave it with that. Thanks, you guys.
All right. Chris K is fucking cats over here. Chris K is fucking cats. I think we knew it.
Have you seen my business card?
All right, Chris, remind everybody how long you've been doing stand-up again?
A little over 2 years.
A little over 2 years.
Shout out,
And
Chris.
as you corrected me, you've been on here every time we've done it.
Yes, sir. New 3 minutes every time.
I have brain damage
Hell
from
yeah.
multiple things, so I said 3 or 4 times, but I guess it's been whatever. Guys, you got anything for Chris K?
Yeah, I think the one thing, the cat fucking is it's a different. That's what it is.
Wait till you try it.
Absolutely not. And it's one of those. It's similar to what Josh just said last time. It can turn off people. I've seen comics try it for a while. It's just a difficult one, and just knowing that there's going to be some comics that or people for that instance that are turned off by it. But I think that going through to one thing. Knowing this is 3 minutes and open mic is trimming some of the fat off in there, when you're getting to the end of that story and, proceeding the way through it is, trimming it down a little bit, getting to those laughs faster. That will help out with getting to that punchline for sure.
Should I be like Aaron Trejo and have like a hoodie that says, I do not fuck cats?
Yeah.
Or maybe one that says you do. Who knows? Whatever you want to, brand yourself as.
Pretzels.
Yeah, comedy's funny because you can say stuff like cat fucking and people will laugh sometimes. But if you talk about something like that, everything leading up has to be so funny. It's such a weird topic that everything's got to be funny. Like Jeselnik's the king out of it. He talks about everything, but his joke structure is so perfect and the setups are so good that it's funny. So it has to be that much funnier when you're dealing with that. The other thing I wanted to just tell you is you got to just make a distinction more between your setups and the punchline. Like one place you did it, which is funny, you said it's weird to pray where you jerk off. We're just kind of, that's funny, but just like set it up a little differently. Where it's like, it's weird to pray in the same place you jerk off. Where there's just like a little bit of a separation between the punchline and the setup. You just like, you give people a chance to hear the setup and then the punchline.
And Chris, you've heard that here before with the other guests I've had. They've said the same thing to you because you sort of just go through it matter of fact rather than going, a certain way to like Josh is saying. I know for a fact.
Like
two other times comics have said that to him here, where like that's a good joke, but it just kind of went too fast. The setup punchline wasn't.
Well, I think your quote was, "It's weird to pray where you jerk off." Like I think that was what you said, right? Or something like that.
Do you think I could incorporate? Because I hit that twice at the exact same time, and then for like just the first week. So you think I could still fold that in with that different structure?
Yeah, I think it's like it's weird to pray in the same place you jerk off. Like just the pause in between the setup and the punchline, you just got to differentiate. So we go, okay, punchline's here. The setup was there, and now the punchline. Fair. So it's just different, like your joke structure. That's really it.
And I feel like that's happened here with Chris before. Chris also does different material every time, which
that's great.
I'm torn on. Takes balls to do different. He's done different material.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm gonna do different shit. And me, I'm like, even if it's us hearing it over and over, or me hearing it over and over, I'd rather technically have someone just tighten up their three, like get the jokes you did last week so good now that you rewrite it.
You said that, and if I can, this way, I know what set you like the most so far. But I don't know which one you like the most until you hear more of it.
I guess my question for you is, how does this get good? How does this 3 minutes get good if you're always doing a different 3 minutes and you did it once and then you're done?
Well, in 23, I had more bandwidth. I was doing probably 3 to 5 nights a week all over town, right? From downtown, the store, up here, because I live near Esco. And then I had back surgery a few months ago. Leading up to the back surgery, I just totally trimmed my bandwidth. And then Maddie
Ice.
Maddie. I kind of almost pivoted because my wife and I were home healthcare providers for my 104-year-old grandma, and he's heard some of that material. And she's a source that just keeps on giving.
And that's my point is, take what you think is your best, call it 5, 6, whatever it is, and go, this is my best shit at every show you've done, Mike, you've ever done, and go, I'm going to fucking make this dope, this, and then repeat.
But real talk, and at the risk of sounding like a complete retard, I don't do anything up here that I haven't done in front of both comics and people that hasn't at one point killed. So I'm not going to bring it up here unless I've refined it and open mics.
So it's killed. So that set you just did?
That has, but as part of as a 5 minute, because there's more. I go more into porn.
Guys, could you see that killing right there, that set you just saw? Now that he's saying this, I got to push back.
Fair enough. There's more that's trimmed out for the 3 minutes, but there's a tangent about porn. There's also a third cat involved. with truck nuts.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
I mean,
There's
I take
more
it
to
all
it.
back. I take it all back. If there was a third cat involved, I think we all would have fucking went. No, I'm just fucking-
Yeah, I think killing, I've always just found it's very subjective, you know, but just personally, one of those type of things.
Subjective.
It is. A headliner, a touring headliner, he said that how often we say, oh, we killed, but maybe, you know what I mean? But I'm not saying that against you.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm not saying all the time, but I don't do anything up here into the podcast unless I've done it in an open mic where it's gotten a warm reception. If it's
Gotcha.
had a good landing at least once, you know, that
Yeah,
tells me there's
yeah.
something there, and
Yeah.
I keep it in the can.
All right.
So,
Well,
but no,
then
I take
keep
what you
doing
guys
what
say to
you're
heart.
doing,
I record all of these so I can go home and hate myself afterwards.
I
it's
just
just
know.
growing.
I just know as a comic,
So do
the
we.
only way to get your material good is to do it over and over
Amen.
and do it on stage.
And that's my.
and find out
That's
it's
why I
funny,
go.
cut the
So
fat.
here's where, just so you understand, I own this place. I booked this place. I booked. We've all booked many shows. He's booking Mic Drop. He's booking tons of shows, great shows. And if you did 3 to 5 minutes, whatever here, and crushed with tight shit, whatever, even if you did it last week and it got better this week, that's when I'm gonna be like, you know what, that dude, let's give
Fair
him a
enough,
guest
dude.
set.
Noted. I
And
only
then
have
but
about-
your newer stuff, you're like, all right, doing some new, and I'm like, oh, it's balls out. He's doing new stuff. So part of me likes it, but part of me is like, I wouldn't mind hearing the stuff that's just bang, bang, bang.
Well, real talk. I mean, and I agree, and 100%. I'll circle back to that. I probably have another maybe half dozen in the can, but you know, it's a way for me. I'm trying to, you know, this promotes me being here on your streaming channel.
Millions of
Plus,
people watching.
On real talk, Adam, I've told you this. Okay. And I've told you this. You know, I this is my way of wanting to like help promote and give back because I really appreciate.
Oh, so you're doing this for me?
Dude, you're in my backyard. I don't have the. I got.
Well, then listen to
140
me. Then how about that? Then listen to me.
Oh yeah, I am.
And get a dope fucking tight
will.
3 minutes, and I'm gonna say,
I'm
hey,
going
Chris
to.
K. Guest sets with Amir K. I gotta go,
Deal.
hey, Amir. Amir's gonna go, who?
Deal.
And I'm gonna go, no.
But-
He's been kicking ass here. But again, you have some bits that I think could work if you had a tight, like, and we're like,
you've
cool,
loved a
Chris,
couple of my
you're
sets,
on.
man.
You're doing guest sets next weekend, but we're not there yet. So I'm trying to tell you how
We
to get
got
there.
we got receipts. You've loved a couple of my sets.
I what?
You've loved a couple of my sets. Of the
Okay,
6 I've
so
done so far.
now we're back to the subjective thing, Jeff. I think we're back to the subjective.
We gotta separate. What's going on? Nah, I think
Hey,
it was,
before I bounce, I just want to say, you guys hit all of my soft spots in the feels with sports. Did you see the T-shirt, my man?
Okay,
Look,
so we're gonna
Adam,
give it up right now
really
for
quick.
Chris K.
Wait,
Everybody, Chris K. I
Aztecs,
know, I'm
all
a
right?
huge Aztec
Championship
fan,
game,
buddy.
yeah.
dang,
Aztecs.
dang. Shout
I'm
out.
a huge Aztec fan.
I started talking sports. He's like,
All
get
right.
the fuck off the stage.
Josh has a go. You got a show, Comedy Store.
See you later,
Josh
brother.
at the Comedy
Hey,
Store. Give it up for
appreciate you.
Josh
Shout out to
Nelson,
Josh
everybody.
Nelson.
Follow
See you,
Josh
brother.
Nelson Comedy.
Hell yeah.
Josh Nelson Comedy. He travels all over the place. He's headlined. He has a special. Josh's special's on YouTube. It's pretty good. He filmed it at Reds, I believe. He filmed it at Reds, I think, didn't he? Candies, Reds, whatever they change the name.
Same thing.
Opens for huge Jeff Dye. Opens for tons of people all over the country. A good buddy of mine since I started. We started at the same time, probably 15 years ago. Damn. Anyway, I know we're old, dude. I started late. I started at 37. Yeah, I know. So
Killing
late.
it ever since.
Unlike frickin' Elam over there, 20-year-old. Fuck. All right. Coming up next is Peter C. and then Purple Haze still here. Purple Haze is here. All right. Peter's still here. All right.
let's
Last
go,
comics
Peter
of the night.
C.
Please get loud for Peter C. Everybody.
Yeah,
Welcome
Peter
back
C.
to Peter C.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I love weed, man. But I do edibles. I can't smoke it, man. I can't smoke because it makes me cough too much. Yeah, and it sucks because my wife calls me pussy lungs. I'm like, babe, I have asthma. What are you? My wife doesn't think that joke is very funny. She doesn't think I'm very funny, and she's actually here tonight. My wife's here tonight. She's at Target. She went to go return something. I was like, let's carpool. I'm going to the comedy club. She's like, oh, you're going to return some jokes? I was like, oh. Damn it. I'm from a little town near Idaho, man. It's cute, comfy, cozy, super racist. Like when I say cute, comfy, and cozy, that's spelled with a K. I got banned from the only open mic in town, man. I tried to walk in and the owner stopped me. He's like, hey, didn't you hear it's open mic, not open border? I was like, man, didn't you hear? I got an open carry, No, I didn't say that. I didn't say anything. I didn't think about that until like 2 weeks later, man. I grew up around so much racism that it doesn't even offend me anymore, man. It's like nostalgic for me. Like, you know that feeling you get when you take a sip of hot cocoa on a cold day? I get that same feeling when somebody calls me a wetback. On a lighter note, man, I've been cooking more. I made this recipe called Marry Me Chicken. They call it that because it's supposed to be so good that you'll want to marry the person that made it. I just changed the name because I'm already married. I'm like, look, instead of Marry Me Chicken, I made some Suck Me Off Chicken. Suck Me Off Chicken with Brussels sprouts, and it worked. It worked. I was like, okay, I guess cooking's my love language or whatever. So I cooked some more, man. I made some doggy-style dumplings. I made some reverse cowgirl cutlets. I made some lasagna. That was just a regular dish. That wasn't anything crazy. Like, all that worked, but for some reason, my wife has the nerve to get pissed off when I make threesome chicken fingers. I'm like, babe, it's not me, it's the recipe. The recipe calls for your best friend. Look. Egg, flour, and one big butt Latina right there. She's like, that's your notes app. I was like, oh, shit. Now, she finally came around to the idea of the threesome, though, man. She came up to me. She was like, all right, fine, I'll do it, but I get to pick the guy. I was like, hey. All right, that's my time, yo.
Yeah. One more time for Peter C., everybody. Peter C.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Peter, remind everyone, how long you've been doing comedy?
About a year, man.
About 1 year. Pretty good for 1 year.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Thank you,
Respect, dog.
I've got some notes, but I want to see what Jeff has to say.
I was gonna say, for 1 year, you can tell the writing's there with the material. I like the beginning there with your wife and, you know, her being over there at Target, and the pussy lungs is funny. That is one of those, I just have to say, just from experience, saying pussy on stage, it can really, it can be good or bad. I mean, you know, sometimes, especially shows where I've had it explicitly said, do not say that word. So
Chicks hate the word.
Yeah.
But I think his jokes.
I changed it.
I think
No,
it's solid.
but you know what? I like that joke so much.
I'm not married to it.
But I'm saying you can have versions of it too. I see you keep that because there's some shows where it's like, bam, I know this is gonna hit, and others where it's like, okay, I know the crowd's gonna tense up. I have to switch it up a little bit, bam. But I like that a lot.
That makes sense.
For 1 year though, the writing is there. I think that you just have to continue to strengthen up the punches there. I think you have good timing when you're going through and the stage presence, looking around at the audience as well, and it's just you're going to continue to keep on hitting it and hitting it and hitting it.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
The irony of him following Chris and me making my point about just getting it better every week, he does some of the same bits, and I love him every time because I see them getting better from week to week. I see them getting better. And your pause you took, the return jokes thing, the Target, was funny as fuck, and you took the time for 1 year in to settle in and let people laugh and wait like 7 seconds. That's a veteran move. When people are nervous, they don't do that. I'll if a joke doesn't do good or whatever, especially when there's not that many people here to laugh. Absolutely. You did a great job and waited right there and just went on. It's getting better. I like the material. The Marry Me Chicken, you said Suck Me Off Chicken. And you changed some of the other foods. I think you say Suck Me Off Meatloaf or something else because you don't want to say chicken twice because same word.
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. And then instead of threesome, say like menage a trois, the first part, say like menage a trois. People like funny words.
That's
consonants, words that are funny sounding, make people laugh subconsciously. So say menage a trois chicken, and then you say threesome later in that thing. I think you'll get a better laugh. But again, I like what Chris does because he's doing new stuff, which is ballsy.
Yep.
I could never do that because whatever, as far as doing this. But I like the fact that you're doing the same, mostly the same, and punching up, getting better, embracing it. You know it like the back of your hand, and you're getting better at it. And then I think it was pretty good, dude. I'm a fan.
Hell yeah. Thank you, man.
One more time for Peter C., everybody. Peter C.
Appreciate it, brother.
Don't leave me hanging, Peter. Pound the potato elbow. There we go. Oh, shit. I almost got left hanging. Left hanging. All right. We got a fan. We got a Peter C. fan right there. All right. You guys ready for your headliner tonight?
Yeah. Yes, we are.
You know this guy from his triathlons and his weekly Sunday mic posts on our web. Please get loud for Purple Haze, everybody. Purple Haze.
Big day in the triathlon world. My Australian triathlon friend won state champion. Did this with a hernia. A hernia. Painful. 30 days, no sex. I was thinking, I'm Purple Haze. I go 2-3 days, no sex. I think, am I gay again? Ooh, nice. So who knows what a triathlon is? Over there? 1, 2. Oh, you got some hands raised. Good. So for the intelligent group over here, it's a marathon run that's preceded by a 2.4-mile swim and a 112-mile bike ride. Takes tons of training. 3 endurance events continuously, no stopping. If you want to be elite, it takes 4 events. A 4th event, divorce. Right on. CT scan. I was recently diagnosed with a heart condition. Got to take it easy. But I said, Doctor, can I have sex again? Doctor says, yes, but only with your ex-wife. I don't want you to get excited. Oh. Got a girlfriend who's fat. Bertha Butt. She's one of the Butt sisters. She went into her CT scan. Technician looked at her, said, Bertha, I don't think you're going to fit in here, Bertha. Where do I go? Technician said, SeaWorld. Oh, the light. That one always gets me, the light. Oh, my God. So I'll leave you with this. We mentioned hernia earlier. Have you noticed all the painful, terrible things in life start with a female pronoun? Hernia, herbicide, herpes, horrendous, hurry. Escondido, you've been a wonderful crowd. Thank you.
One more time for Purple Haze, everybody. Purple Haze.
Purple
Come on
Haze.
back so we can talk to you, Purple Haze. Here we go, buddy. Purple Haze is regular here at the open mic Sundays. I've seen it multiple times. Jeff, I don't know if you know the Purple Man, but
What's up, Purple Haze? How you doing, brother?
do you have anything for Purple Haze?
Yeah, I think at Purple Haze you have very high energy too, which I like. I mean, just the way you even yell throughout your set too. You keep the energy and the attention on you and focused on you as you're going through. I think one thing, I like the divorce piece as the 4th event on the triathlon. I would cut it a little bit to get to that laugh a little faster. I like the professionalism and the outfit as well. And I think that, how long you been doing stand-up for? 2021. Okay, so you've been hitting it for a bit. I think I've seen you on some flyers and stuff like that, or in the different chats or whatnot down throughout the area.
Writing on the inside of the toilet.
Writing inside of the toilet. I've seen your writing. I've seen your work. Yes, it's good stuff. It's good stuff, man. No, I think that the big thing too is it's just universal. The cutting down, the getting to the punchlines faster there. I think that that's what will hit. I know too with the questioning in the audience and getting that participation in there, and like the way that it breaks down to go forward and explain it works well. So
I had written down the same thing. The divorce thing got me to laugh out loud because the 4th event, I love it. I feel like get to it, trim it up a little bit to get there faster. I think overall you have great energy. I think you just got to you have those pauses that you kind of lose your momentum. I think if you go a little faster with that energy, like that joke was great. I fucking was laughing out loud. I thought it was good. I think if you just get to the next one a little quicker, boom, 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 hit them a little more rapid fire with it, I think you would do even better in people to laugh more. But I love that divorce thing. It was a little switcheroo that got me pretty good. I liked it a lot.
absolutely.
Right on. Give it up one more time for Purple Haze,
Purple
everybody.
Haze.
Purple Haze.
Shout out Purple Haze, baby. DC area,
We're going to have one more comic. We have a surprise pop-in comic You've seen this guy for years at the Grand Comedy Club. He used to bring your pizza out. He would bring your breadsticks out. He used to seat people. He used to get yelled at by the owner. He used to get yelled at.
Yeah.
The big fat white owner. Now he's a server making way too much money to serve these people. And most of the time he's high when he's doing it. Please get loud for Ramses Garcia, everybody. No music
Let's go,
because he's not there to play the music. He'll play some blah, 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 music.
All right, yes. My name is Ramses, like that Pharaoh guy we all learned about in 7th grade history class, you know, Ramses the Great. I'm Ramses the Okay. You know, I never built any pyramids, never owned any slaves. Not saying slaves were make you great or anything, but let's be honest, the extra hands do help. You know what I mean? Trying to build a big triangle in the sand, you know, it's gonna be a little tricky. But yeah, slavery's bad. Clap twice if you agree. All right, that was like, all right, it took a little while, but you know, it's good we all have a consensus here. I like that. But yeah, I guess recently I graduated from this Catholic liberal arts university. So yeah, you know, Catholic liberal arts, that's interesting. What that basically means is that they touch you and you don't learn anything. So that's nice. No, not true. I got a bachelor's degree in media, so that's cool. And what that basically means is in 3 months I'm going to become a substitute teacher and make money that way. So that'll be cool and dandy. But yeah, you know, I was raised religious, you know, but I have friends of all kinds, you know, like I know some trans people, they're cool. You know, despite our obvious differences, I feel like I can relate to them, because at times I too feel like I have the brain of a dick but the body of a pussy. And that's empathy, you know. Plus I used to get misgendered on Xbox Live all the time. But yeah. And also, you know, I was talking to this old gay guy the other day, and he was telling me, like, oh, back in my day, the parade happened in your mouth. And I was like, sorry to hear, sir. But yeah. Let's see, what else? What other bullshit do I have up my ass? Oh yeah, I went to Sunday school as a kid, and that was interesting. It was boring though, you know, and it never happened. But then one day, we got to go on a nice little field trip. Yeah, it was to a funeral, because one of our classmates had died, and you know, that's kind of sad. But you know, it's a Sunday school, so you know, he probably went to heaven, you know. Unless he didn't, you know, like I don't know what you have to do as a 5-year-old to go to hell, but I guess that possibility is still on the table. But yeah, God rest his soul. Anyways, that's enough bullshit from me. Thank you guys. I've been Ramses.
Shout out Ramses. Keep it
One
going.
more time for Ramses Garcia, everybody.
Yes.
Ramses. Oh, you want to stay here and get?
Oh yeah, I can stay here, or I can go.
Right. We'll pause it. Solid, we'll pause it.
I need some feedback. Yeah.
All right, let's fucking be mean to Ramses right now.
Get racial.
Ramses, what the fuck was that?
Who do you think you are?
Yeah,
No,
you
I'm
think you're a
just kidding.
pharaoh up here?
Ramses, how long have you been doing stand-up?
Shit, 5 years, but half-assing it, so you know.
Half-assing it, my guy.
Shocker.
I need a full
Shocker.
ass.
My favorite Ramses, one of my favorite stories, I think we told it a few weeks ago, is Morgan J is huge now, right?
Yeah.
Morgan's huge. And when he first started, I was the first one to headline him for full weekends. That's why Morgan still does the club or whatever. He's the first guy to ever.
Oh, nice.
That when he would cruise around bringing the pizzas out and stuff, he'd be like, you guys, he would call him out every single time. He'd go, do you guys see this guy right here, Ramses? He's carrying pizzas. It looks like they just pulled him off the street. Look how high, like how slow he is. He would fucking roast Ramses every time, and we'd all just, I mean, the crowd would laugh. It was great. You don't get high anymore when you work, do you?
Yeah, no, I stopped smoking like 3 months ago. So
3 months ago.
3
sober.
months ago,
Solid.
Ramses.
He's sober.
But do you know why that started though? Because in the green room, while like he was getting ready to do his set, I was like putting glass cups away, and then like a whole tray just fell, and I broke like 20 glasses.
That's right.
And I was trying to catch more, but then more kept falling.
Yeah.
And then and yeah, it was a.
Are you
love
sure
first
you're
sight
not?
ever since.
Are you sure you're not high right now?
I wish I was. Every
Okay,
cool
all
thing
right.
I do, I'm like, God damn, this
It's
would be
just
so
residual.
cool. if I-"
It's just residual
Yeah,
from so
it's,
many years.
it's residue. Yeah.
I forgot about the glass thing. You still owe me like $58. for
Yeah,
those
it
glasses.
was. That's rounding down, but yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, he used to fuck with you so much. Now Morgan's like making him fucking $100,000 a weekend selling out
Easy.
theaters.
Oh yeah, Morgan J is killing it.
He used to
man.
stay at my house, like literally crash at my house when he was doing. He would do other clubs. I'm like, you can stay at my house.
That's legit.
Yeah.
That's loyalty. That's why he comes back, man.
He's a good dude. Good
remembers.
dude. He's out of his mind. He's a good dude. Rams, just I'm a big fan. You didn't do your kind of your regular stuff, which is cool. I love
my
the
old
fucking-
reliable.
the old reliable stuff. I've seen Rams just kill in guest sets, and while he's literally busting tables, and we'll put him up. J.C. Cry, certain comedians love give Rams a guest set. J.C. Cries, Morgan J, and you do your Virgin. The jokes I love that you do. So he kind of went and did some different stuff there. Always good. I'm a fan.
Agreed. I liked it. I liked it as well. I think one of you're one of the type, you're stationary in place, or at least right now, but one of those more level, monotone voices throughout. You're not, having elevated levels of speech when you're going through and doing your jokes, and it works. But as Josh said earlier, it's one of those, when you're performing like that, your writing has to be very, very tight too. So you have like those. You have the premise going into the punchline there, and I think as you continue going, they're just going to continue to strengthen and strengthen. I was kind of waiting a little bit with your intro, the punch there. I get, the Pharaoh and like the play on the name and everything, but I think, there's an opportunity for something else there in terms of another, creative one. I get it too. You're trying to just build in the sand. It's all kind of there, but I think as you continue just pushing through, and like Adam said, this is not your regular, so, we're pushing ourselves and continuing to grow our material, but I liked it.
One last question for you. Solomon has taken, my manager has taken
yes,
over
yes.
the DJing abilities right now. When do you think Solomon's going to actually come up here? He's been saying he wants to do comedy.
That's a good question.
Solomon.
When are we going to get
What's up,
Solomon?
Solomon?
He keeps saying he's close. He's been writing some of his stories. He's got a lot of great stories. I've heard them all. He and I get along very well because we both
he's a
have
very
long,
funny
long
guy.
stories.
Yeah.
But we're still waiting to see. We got to get a date on the books. New Year's.
That's a
all right,
good
so
one.
a week
Yeah.
after New Year's.
Yeah, the 1 week after.
Yeah.
That's
1
good,
week after
yeah.
New Year's, then we're gonna get Solomon up here and again. So, all right, one more time for Ramses
Yeah,
Garcia,
shout out
everybody.
Ramses,
Ramses Garcia, co-producer of this amazing show with millions of people watching. We probably just made like $500,000. I think that's how YouTube works, right?
And you know
Like,
what? Shout out to good old Happy Dad.
Hang on,
for
let me hide the
for
White
the
Claw.
future sponsor here.
Future
This is-
sponsor. We got a neon light coming in. I tried to, you know what? When we first opened, I tried to get them to do like a sponsorship.
Yeah.
Because they're local owners. It's like 3 owners. One's in Carlsbad. One's in Orange County. And I am a fan. I'm a seltzer. I love the bitch juice now. I'm like, I rarely drink beer. It's good
Respect,
stuff.
respect.
It's good stuff.
What'd they
and
say
they're-
back? What'd they?
What's funny is they're kind of like we are. We're small. We're a family-owned comedy club. We're small. We're not the Improv. We're not the Comedy Store.
Right.
And they're sort of a small business too. So I'm like, hey, I really like your product. Like,
Yeah,
my
it's
kids
partner.
bought me a Happy Dad hoodie for Christmas. Like, I drink the shit.
Uh-huh.
And I thought this is a good match, and we're gonna make that section maybe the Happy Dad Lounge, Sports Lounge.
Oh, nice.
I started putting some sports stuff up from my house. Stuff.
Yeah.
I have a man cave, and no one ever goes there. So I started putting up. I grew up with Shane Spencer, Brian Giles in East
That's
County. So I
dope.
started putting
Okay.
some shit up. Tommy Vardell, my Packers helmet, some. So I got a bunch more stuff to put up. I was on the show Pros versus Joes. Do you know this story?
No.
I was on that show before I ruptured my Achilles. Right after before I started stand-up. So probably like 37, 36 years old.
Holy shit. Who are the pros on there with you?
All Hall of Famers. I was one of
Yeah.
the best ones. John Randall. I scored a touchdown on John Randall, Mitch Richmond, and John Franco.
Damn.
And I put that jersey up over there. I got more stuff from the show that they gave me. But I got to put up, again, no one goes. My kid's, one's in college.
Yeah.
She plays college softball. He's going to be playing college football next year.
Yep.
So no one goes down. We have a man cave. No one goes there. So I need to, but it's kind of, first we're like comedy or sports or both.
Right.
And first we thought comedy decorations on my albums.
Yeah,
And then the more we have NFL ticket here and the sports stuff, I'm starting to put I got to put more up.
I think that's
But you know
dope,
what's
man.
funny is Louis Centani
Yep,
has
I
been
see
here
him.
3 times, okay, featuring and co-headlining.
Yep.
He didn't even see that I put up his little album cover there above Zoltan,
I see that. That's
Dustin
dope.
Nickerson, I put it up there, and he goes, I just know. I go, it's been up there since we opened.
That's
he goes,
cool
get the
right
fuck
there.
out of here.
Shout out to Louis, man.
Yeah, Louis great.
Good people.
So we got some comedy stuff. We got some sports stuff. I need to put more sports stuff in here and whatever. So I think that's going to wrap it up. The
Hell
game
yeah.
is now 2016 with 7:29 left in the third. We haven't talked much football.
We have not, but it's been a great game, though. I've been watching a little bit. Not as good as the comedy we've seen here tonight, but
Well, the good news is we got more.
it's been
No, we do. The first couple, we had like 3-4 people going up, and I like the fact that we have more people coming up.
Yeah,
It makes for a better show. I like it.
Yeah.
I like to talk comedy. I like to have different people up. We need to have you back for sure.
Absolutely,
Josh
man.
will be back. Josh
Glad to be
grew
up
up.
here.
By the way, Josh grew up. Josh's parents live like a half mile from
Oh,
here
shit,
still.
yeah. He should be
Yeah.
a regular then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he lives in fucking PB or whatever. He thinks he's young, so it's the long.
This is dope. By the way, a shout out Grand Comedy Club, too, for doing this, giving us the
Yep.
opportunity to be here.
Grand
Something
Comedy Club.
different, new. Shout out Adam. Thank you, brother.
We have
Appreciate
Amir
you.
K. So to market it, Ian Bag just texted me. We have Ian the night before Thanksgiving. He said,
Nice.
how are we selling? The early show's been sold out for a while. He
Fuck
does our
yeah.
club twice a year.
Yep.
The night before Thanksgiving is one of those nights. We might have 20 tickets left for the late show. The early show sold out probably within 3 days of me
That's great.
posting it. But we have Amir K this weekend.
Amir K,
We
there you
have Brian Callen from the Hangover movies.
Yep.
December 5th, 6th. We have, I should probably look at the actual calendar. I tell everyone we're a small comedy club in the middle of, we're the first and only comedy club in North County.
Yep.
But
You're bringing the
Amir
heat up
K's-
here, man. You're bringing the heat.
Amir K is huge. Sold out the Comedy Stores 5 or 6 shows a
Yep.
couple months ago. Ian Bag the night before Thanksgiving. I got Ryan O'Flanagan. So I have Alex Hooper from America's Got Talent on Friday. And I have
Nice.
Ryan O'Flanagan, who's a buddy of mine who's very funny if you follow his Instagram, the Saturday that weekend.
Nice.
Brian Callen. We have a magic show here, which is actually, we had 120 people at the magic show on a Sunday before the open
Shit.
mic,
Okay.
which was good. We have that this Sunday. Or is it this Sunday coming up?
For the kids, with the kids out?
Yeah,
heavy for
it's,
that?
yeah, it's
Magic
kids
show.
friendly. The comedy, not the Comedy Magic Club, the Magic Castle.
Okay.
A bunch of magicians from there coming. Kira Sultanovich is one of my favorite comedians. She's awesome. She destroys every time. She's here at least once a year. Who else they got coming up? I don't know. A bunch of big
You got a
names.
good lineup, man. So
big
yeah,
names. And
keep
when we
on.
have small names, people you don't know, destroy. We had a showcase last weekend. I had Big Irish J
So,
close
homie,
out,
yeah.
and people left here happy. I charged $7 for the tickets, filled the place, destroyed, had a stacked lineup.
Can't
Lisa
beat that.
Padachi from the Comedy Store, a bunch
Okay.
of people.
Yeah.
So,
So
anyway,
keep on,
this is-
keep supporting the club. Keep on coming out.
this
man.
is Halftime Hacks. We talk a little
Halftime.
bit of football, we talk comedy, and we do the KT. We won't even say the name anymore. We do some open mic, some mic
Right.
evaluation, we'll call it.
Mic evaluation. That's
Which
it.
we
I like
really
that.
love. So great job, guys. You all did awesome.
guys.
Appreciate
Shout
you
out.
guys. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Shout
See
out
you
you guys.
next
Thank you so
Thursday.
much for being out here. Yeah.
5:15.
Shout out, Adam.
Thank you.